That's better. Hello! Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. What up, Big J? 49 months, huh? 40 months of being best friends. Love you, big guy, despite your severe coffee addiction. We all have our own flaws. Power. Okay. If I had a severe coffee addiction, that would not even be a minor flaw. That would be so normal. That would not even register. I don't drink coffee, but if I did, it would be, I mean, it just wouldn't. First time on Twitch. Seems weird not talking to us. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate to break it to you. You are not the first person to make this joke. I just want to let you know before you expect an uproarious wave of holy shit, this guy's a comedy genius. I just want you to know that actually a lot of people say this exact same thing, and they think they're the first person to say it, and they come in the chat and I don't have a new response every time. It's not like I don't want to banter with you. We banter here. I pull up the chat message, I banter, but if it's the same thing, do you know what I'm saying? I can't get a new angle on it. Oh, I gotta turn the air on. It's fucking hot. It's so hot. Oh my god, a little Gep Kale. Kick off 2025. Bro, I'll be honest with you, I didn't eat very healthy today. Ate a whole lot of cheese. I feel like Charlie in that Sunny episode. My breath smells like cheese. Yeah, I wouldn't go on any dates right now. No green smoothie. No green smoothie. No, I didn't have a green smoothie today. I had cheese. Eggs, bacon, and then cheese. Damn, you a freak for that? I don't know if it's that crazy. Wait, green pants and green hat? Very army coded of you. How the fuck is this army coded? It's just not army coded. If anything, it's a little Peter Griffin code. You know, if you take away the hat, it's a little Peter Griffin, but it's not army. Salute soldiers. Why are you not speaking Mandarin? Well, it's because I have this dumb American audience. I'm trying to transition over on Zhao Hong Shu. I've been reading. You know what I'm saying? I really want to get a pure Chinese audience to be future forward, but until then I have to speak English. Obviously, I can speak fluent Chinese. Did you see Tencent was declared an entity of the Chinese military? We talked about this a while ago. This is a couple weeks old, but yes, we talked about it. I basically said if you even play 1 minute of a League of Legends game or a Valorant game, you are an agent of Xi Jinping. You are a warrior in the Chinese Communist Party, and you need to be locked up. You need to be locked up. I'm sorry, but we're in a fucking geopolitical struggle right now, a power struggle. And if you're playing these games, Tencent has already converted you. You already have an activation phrase. All they have to do is just say, Joe Biden is your feeding jungler. And all of a sudden your eyes turn red. You start trying to kill him. Okay? They're literally brainwashing you. What is the Chinese Squid Game equivalent? Are you under the impression that every Asian country needs to have a Squid Games? What? Because that's low-key problematic, Chip Duruli. It's not a requirement. You know, it's not like there's a Japanese Squid Games and a Korean Squid Games and a Chinese. It's just like it was a guy in Korea that invented the whole concept of Squid Games. Although I guess we have Hunger Games. You can say every country might have their own tale about teenagers and young people fighting for their lives for money. What would you call the Beast Games? What would I call the Beast Games? If I was that couple at that restaurant, I would call them great! I love the Beast Games! Did you see the Beast Games? They're so good! It was so shocking. It was so shocking how uncomfortably loud they were and how much they loved the Beast Games. Dang, they really pissed you off? Yeah, honestly, they did. What if you were having a nice morning and you had your fucking On Xi Jinping book and you were reading it at the cafe and people next to you were screaming about the different things they loved in episode 5 of the Beast Games? Also, by the way, even if I loved the Beast Games, they were spoiling it. I've only seen one episode of the Beast Games, but here's what. I know that in one episode, the 4 captains of different teams are offered $1 million each to quit. And then they don't take it. Spoilers. Spoilers. That's what I learned from this fucking couple. You have to hear about it from me. And they were both just, they were cackling. They were losing it. Oh my God, what a great moment. Fuck, I didn't know anyone loved the Beast Games that much, but they do. They did. Did you see NL quit get to work Sag? Yes, I have dispatched a soldier to his house to kill him. Spectacor has been activated. My Canadian hitman. No, he got motion sick. It happens. I would say if he ever is interested in trying it again, apparently using keyboard mouse has solved a lot of people's motion sickness because it doesn't have auto camera. You control the camera. People, if he ever is interested, but if he's not, he's not. I totally get it. I appreciate him trying it. We're good on the games. We've done it. Everyone's played it that we needed to play it, unless Queso. The last person that can really move the needle is Queso, but we're pretty. We're good. We're on to some new stuff. When do we get our cut to the game's profits? Your checks are arriving via postal pigeon, so make sure you have a spot for pigeons to dock. If you don't, they'll just fly around until they pass out. Zerka from Sidemen played it the other day. That's dope. That's fucking dope. All right. Bruvs, I'll say it. That's a Bobby in the lorry. You know what I'm saying? That's a fucking right proper coal in the chimney. If you sort of catch my drift. In it. Yeah, I'm glad those Brits are playing the game. He really does. Blimey! When are you going to play Magic with Wubby? Does Wubby play Magic? Listen, as the world's new biggest Wubby fan, I actually think he's hilarious, but my understanding is he just opens Magic cards. I've never seen him play the game. He has a whole YouTube channel about it? Oh, well, then I'm a fake fan. Yeah, I would love to. Of course. I legitimately, I haven't laughed that hard at a Twitch stream in a long time. I was like tearing up, cackling. I was cackling. His stream was funny. He got me. He got me good. I mean, a lot of it was the TTS too. That they were cooking. I got laid off at work 2 days ago due to office restructuring, and now I'm playing Get to Work. Somehow it's easier than getting a real job. Well, it's not somehow, of course. It's a video game. Yeah, video games are always easier than getting a real job. I'm glad you're playing it. I'm sorry about you getting laid off. That sucks ass. That sucks ass. I believe you, by the way. I believe that you were laid off for restructuring. But anyone in chat, if you get fired for a dumb, if you get fired for a good cause, just say you got laid off because of restructuring. It sounds good. I believe you. I'm just saying for the future, if you, I don't know, take a shit on your boss's desk or you drive the car through the fucking lobby, just be like, restructuring. What could I do? They were restructuring. The role didn't fit. Yeah, I got I got laid off for being bad at my job. I wonder if anyone's ever said this in an interview. I mean, I know someone has, but it'd be so funny to be that bold when they're like, "Hey, so I see this last job you had. You only were there for a few months. Can you mind explaining that?" Yeah, I was terrible at it. I was just an awful, I was a bad employee. I was a bad employee, and they fired me. But I'm ready to hit the ground running on this next job. Big A, do you know about performance improvement plans at Amazon-like companies? Should I tell interviewers the truth? Yeah, they're called PIPs. PIPs, like Pip Boy in Fallout, but not as fun. If you're on a PIP, performance improvement plan, that means your manager wants to fire you, but doesn't want to have any chance that you could ever sue. So you have to like get the chance to have performance improvement. And like to have a documented record that you weren't good at your job is what they're, I mean, I've seen, I'd say 1 in 10 people that get a PIP turn it around. But often a PIP is either not deserved and it's an excuse to fire somebody, or it is deserved and then the manager's not going to turn around on you. So if you're in a PIP, yeah, start looking for a new job, basically. Unless you really think it was like just a bad month for you and they're on your side. Thoughts of employers not giving a 2 weeks notice but expecting a 2 weeks notice from you? You're just teeing me up for a free based. You know what? I think it's fucked up when employers, they don't give you notice. They can fire you at will, but they expect from you 2 months, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. What the fuck? These fucking CEOs get paid 300 times the average worker, and they're expecting this from us? Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. I think everyone agrees already, bro. I think, yeah, 100%. But what I'll say is, you know, the 2 weeks notice, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. You could just straight up not do it. The reason people do it is because they think maybe I'll be in the same industry or I might want to come back or what. It's just keeping a door open. It's just like a polite little, but you don't have to do it. There's no law. You can just quit. No big deal. Just do it. Very often for most jobs, like I said, you'll never see him again. You'll never see him again. It's more if you liked your job, maybe you found something better, you want to keep everything cordial and good. First time viewer, let's go. Crowded track. If you're the first time viewer, and you are, it's proven, you get to set the next topic. What do you want to talk about, Crowded track? Literally anything. Just put whatever topic you want out there, and we'll talk about it. We'll get the chat bubbling with discussion. You set the tone. Whatever it is. I don't care. Literally any topic in the world, Crowded track, it's on you. Welcome to the stream. Boom. Right off the bat, you're pulled up. We do it fast around here. Value investing, how to. Oh, I'm sorry, too boring. Banned. Banned. Boring, nerd, dude, fucking no, banned. Sorry, don't come back and stay out. Too early for value investing discussion. Bro, I talked about gold for 5 minutes and I was getting fucking death threats. I got fucking, we'll hold off on that's too dramatic. Let's talk about pirate software. We gotta talk about something less talk about value investing. Honestly, here's the fucking straight truth. I could talk about the spiciest Twitch drama. I get no pushback, no problems. Everyone's laughing, no problems. If I were to just insinuate slightly that buying the S&P 500 stocks at the peak of the market there could be other things to do. People want to fucking kill you. People, I'll get a 7,000 word thread, Reddit thread. There is some things that a certain class of people have been tattooed on their body. They can't possibly think there's other alternatives. Hindenburg gone. It is true. I've talked about Hindenburg. Wait, I'll show you a little something. This is very, very quick, but I think it's interesting. Bada, 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 bada. Hindenburg. This guy's almost as bald as me. Hindenburg Research was a short selling firm that started by just a regular dude and a group of passionate people that hated fraudulent companies. And they worked really hard, and they would study these companies, and they would publish these reports saying basically this company's not what it says it is, or it's got shady shit going on, or it's overvalued, or it's lying to the public. And they would short the company, and 81% of the time they were right. And honestly, they could be right more than that. They just haven't come to fruition yet. But 81% of the time, often all the way down to zero, they would find these companies that were drastically overvalued, short them, make money, and do good things. It was good. I thought this guy's, yeah, it's risky and hard, and you get pushback, and you get lawsuits, and you get death threats, and everyone doesn't, it's like these people are the unsung heroes of the financial world because nobody likes them. Because everyone wants just to make money, everything to go up and to the right. But these people help uncover things before they get so big that they take out fucking. Anyway, this guy had a long track record. It doesn't even include his recent one about Carvana, which again is quite down from when he published the report. So this is what? How many years? I don't know, since 2017? 8 years, 9 years. A successful record. Congratulations to him. He retired today. He basically said, hey, I've made enough money. At a certain point, I'm just doing this selfishly because I got to spend more time with, I like stressing over companies every day. I want to spend time with my wife and my fucking family and kids, and all I do is research fraudulent companies and deal with their insane lawyers. Yeah, it's like, and he's made a bunch of money, so like, I respect it. However, that means there's one less person on the watch. Some of his employees are going to start their own research firm, but we'll see how they have to get a track record again. Like, again, it takes a lot of time to build a track record this trustworthy. Otherwise, you could just be like, hey, this company sucks, I'm shorting it, and no one cares. It's like, you're just talking your own book. It's like, it's pretty impressive. What does he do that no one else does? I would say he's extremely diligent. Hindenburg Research really dives deep. They go through all the angles. They interview employees of the company. They just get all their ducks in a row, and it's been respectful. I think it's cool. First time chatter here. You're not a first time chatter. You have been here 674 messages, sub for 20 months. If there is a first time chatter, I will let you set the topic. Stuck at work until 4 a.m. babysitting the boiler, but at least Big A's live. You're at work. Can you call in? Mr. Tooster, can I call you right now? Mr. MT Rooster. I want to ask you. All right, I'm going to call you right now. How do I do that? Do you have Discord? Discord, sure. All right. Do you have possibly access to my Discord and you can just message me? What's your username on Discord? Is it MT Tooster? I want to, it is? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, updating 1 sec. All right. Well, I don't know I don't know how to like open are you in the ACLU maybe? MT Tooster. I just want to, you're in A Corp? MT Rooster. Okay, let's see. MT Rooster. I don't see a message from you. At MT Rooster. Oh, yeah. Okay, I fucking got it. Message. Test. Call. We're just doing this. I'm calling you. I'm calling you right now. I notice you're not answering. I notice you're not fucking answering.
Hey, sorry.
Yo.
Hey, sorry. Oh, wait, gotta mute the stream, sorry.
Wait, we got an echo. All right.
There we go. Sorry about that.
All right, no worries. Let me turn you down slightly. Okay. Yo, what's up? Can I what I call you Rooster? Or what do you want me to call you?
M2 Roosters works. Rooster's fine. Yeah.
Oh, I'll call you Rooster. So you're at work right now.
Yeah, I am babysitting a boiler at the greenhouse all night.
So what is babysitting? That's what I want to call you. What does babysitting the boiler mean?
It literally has been misfiring for like a week now, and I've been stuck resetting it manually to make sure the pipes don't freeze.
So there's a boiler keeping the greenhouse hot, but it keeps
Yeah.
fucking up, and you have to sit there all night and make sure it doesn't fuck up.
Yeah, I'm in Canada, so like we're dealing with like negative weather, like this negative oh god, what temperature is it right now? It's like I know it's like we're not even really like a country, but you know it gets cold up here, but it's -8,
Yeah.
so it's I don't know what that is in
-8.
freedom units, but
It's not
it's
good, I'll tell you that. Although I guess in LA it's too hot, you know what I'm saying? A lot of fires. So we'll
yeah.
call it even.
Yeah.
Okay. So is anyone else there, or you just have to do this all night? You just vibing?
Well, my I technically like help run it with my sister, and so she will sometimes like help reset the boiler as well. But yeah, for me it's me on night shift tonight, so
Okay, but no
I'm
one's gonna get
resetting
mad
it.
at you. Like, you could just sit there and vibe and watch streams and do whatever you want.
Oh yeah, I mean like technically like I'm kind of the boss, so it's the only person to get mad at is myself. So
Okay. So,
yeah.
would you be mad at me if my stream was so entertaining you forgot to check the boiler and then the whole thing froze?
I'm like it's kind of hard not to because I can literally hear it in the background from like the office I'm in, so it's hard to accidentally screw up and let it freeze out everything, so it should be okay.
All right. All right. Well, I just want to know what that was. I don't know about. Well, I mean, is what you guys are growing? Are you growing weed?
No, funnily enough, everyone seems to ask that. No, we grow the ever exciting tomatoes, which is
Tomatoes,
yeah,
huh?
we do cherry tomatoes is the plan for this growing season.
Is
We're
there a big
probably
demand
maybe.
for cherry tomatoes in Canada?
I mean, actually, you'd be surprised. A lot of the like tomatoes we grow in Canada, like especially here, get shipped across the border to New York and stuff like that. It's actually like a bunch of the like grocery store tomatoes in like northern Canada or like in Canada and like northern U.S. are all grown in like greenhouses in Canada.
Wait, we're getting our tomatoes from Canada?
Yeah, yeah. You eat Canadian tomatoes, even if you get them from American greenhouses. They're owned
I
by
mean,
Canadian companies. Yeah, there's like
we need the
three big
tariffs.
companies in Canada
Donald
that own
Trump
all the
put the
greenhouses.
tariffs in place. Sorry, but there's going to be a huge tomato tariff in just 3 days. I gotta be
Oh,
honest with
well,
you.
it's okay. We own the like there's like three big Italian families that own all the greenhouses across like Canada, the US, and Mexico, so
Oh
they
damn,
got it sorted.
this has got layers. There's
Yeah.
layers to it. Okay, all right. Well, I wish you luck on the growing season. Hope you make a lot of tomatoes. I hope Donald Trump doesn't fuck with things with these tariffs, and I hope
Yeah,
you
here's
have a good
hoping.
rest of your day. Thanks for checking in.
Yeah, appreciate
All
it.
right, take it easy. That was funny. All types out there. Um, Guys, reminder every hour to tell Mr. Rooster to check the boiler. Okay, we have to do our part. He's watching. He could get just boiler check. Just a quick boiler check. Look at it. Make sure it's good. We all need our tomatoes. Just lock in. All right. I'm not at work because I'm not a fucking idiot. What is. What is. First of all, what's with the tone? We're in a good vibe situation. Secondly, what does that mean? If you have a job, you're a fucking idiot? Is that what that means? If you sit there unemployed and watch streams, you're based and smart, but if you have a job, you're a fucking idiot? Wait a minute, that's actually kind of true. Wait, it's actually, wait a minute, was he low-key spitting? High-key? Low-key, high-key spitting? Um, Who do you think has the dopest job? Like, straight up, who's got the job that's like the sickest job? Hunter Biden? Joe Rogan? Snoop Dogg? All right, not celebrities. Not celebrities. More like a job. Like a job with multiple people have it. Like a job. What? Like, not even the person. What do you think the sickest job is? How about that? What's the sickest job? And it's got to be a job that like over 100 people do. How about that? Streamer's the hardest job. Excuse me. I know you're not fucking saying streamer. Streamer's the hardest, most difficult job there is. I'm sorry, no jokes on this one. That's too far. You guys have crossed the line. Okay? Streamer? Rather be a fucking Marine in the middle of war. That would be easier. That'd be less stressful. Streamer? I only do this because of the good it causes to the world. I would not do this if it wasn't for the great global good that it brings. Okay, I do it for noble reasons. It's crazy. Disney Imagineer, that's a good one. Disney Imagineer is probably a really fun job. I remember when Ari worked at the Museum of Sciences or History and something, whatever. The big museum in San Francisco. It's like one of the, and she really, really, really wanted to work on exhibit design because they had the coolest job. And she did all this extracurricular stuff and like did a project for them and volunteered. And they just kept being like, there's no positions, no openings. It was fucked up. It was fucked up. She was so talented and she put in all this work and they just made her, Cal Academy of Sciences. And she had to, just work on the fucking, she had to like feed the penguins and stuff. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. Fuck them. Librarians at really old and prestigious libraries. You think that'd be a base job? You are a type of person who loves books. I think a lot of people would kill themselves with that job. I think if you put certain Zoomers in that job, they would fucking Minecraft themselves. I think that would be so difficult. But if you really love like solitude and quiet and books, I guess. Underwater welder would be sick. Isn't that like the most dangerous job? You can get that job right now. I'm sure someone will pay you money to go down there and weld and probably die. It's not. I could hold my breath for 2 minutes per. Do you think that underwater welders have to do it all on their own? How long they can hold their breath? You don't think maybe they've evolved some sort of air scuba tank diving technology? No, I guess you're probably right. It's probably just who can hold their breath the longest and get down there and really weld. Professional jail goer, as in pay them and they go to jail for you. That's not a real job, but that is a very funny idea. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what a fucked up system that would be? We got fucking Jeffrey Epstein. We caught him. But then he paid money to have a professional jail goer go to jail for him. That's crazy. You can't. That's crazy. Yeah, there's Fall Guys, but that's someone taking the blame for a crime. You can't get convicted of a crime and then be like, well, here's my Fall Guy. Unless you were really good at the video game Fall Guys and you got a bunch of crowns, and in which case you would be safe from all crime. It's like a trial by combat. It's trial by combat. If you challenge the judge to fucking slime climb and you win, you can't go to jail. I loved working at a comic book store. Yep, it's like the librarian's job, but for nerds. Do you mean librarian from Northern Lion or librarian from the National Archives? Both. It's both. Yeah, I see that. That's based. Yeah, it sounds fun. I mean, I remember there was that interview with Tarantino where he said he he actually loved working at a movie store. It just like eventually he had to quit because he realized he wasn't doing it. Like he was just going there to bullshit about movies, with people that like movies. He's like he liked the job, but he was like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not. I gotta fucking um, crossing guard. Okay, but all right. When I say what's like the dopest job, you have to balance the fucking pay. I think crossing guard's a fine job. You're helping people, but they don't pay you anything. It's like fucking, and then people honk at you. Dog walker in a rich neighborhood. Now that's an interesting job. I don't know if it's the best fucking job in the world. That's an interesting job because they probably have fucking great pay, great tips. They're very price insensitive. If you like dogs, you're in a safe neighborhood. Cute pay, cute doggies. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's low key, you're onto something. You're spitting. As someone who walks dogs in a rich neighborhood, it's not the best job to tell you. Do you want to call in? Pfeiffer, do you want to call in and give us a brief explanation of why the job isn't good? Hell yeah, I do. All right. Can you just DM me or something? I'm in A Corp. Or what? What if the dogs could walk us instead? Is your job to smoke weed? Because you're crushing. In a way, the dogs do. There's some days where I don't get my steps in, except for walking the dog. And if I didn't have a dog, I would sit on my ass on the computer. So in a way, the dog walked me. Think on that. Sports analysts / announcers, they got pretty dope jobs. Especially if you fucking truly love the game. If you just fucking love basketball and you get to talk about basketball and yeah, I mean, that's fucking awesome. That's a fucking cool job for sure. Show us the pup. All right, well, we're getting this fucking interview figured out. Let me get my... Oh, Pfeiffer just messaged me. Accept DM. Pfeiffer, call. Call. I'm ready. SpongeBob style. Pfeiffer!
What's going on?
What's going on? Am I saying
Nothing.
it right? It's Pfeiffer, correct?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Welcome to the broadcast. Tell me, what sucked about walking dogs for rich people?
All right. So I was a little more than just a dog.
Sorry. I gotta turn you down. It's like fucking crazy loud. All right, try it again.
All right, sorry about that.
No.
No, okay. So I was a little more than just a dog walker. I was also a dog trainer for like 4 years.
Okay.
I did like family dogs, but I also did like police canine stuff. So walking dogs was more of like a side thing. But what I can tell you is walking dogs in a rich neighborhood, you can get some nice people, but you also get some really picky people who have a list of like 20 requirements
I
that they
see.
want you to go through.
I see.
And they also, on top of it, don't want you to help them get their dog to walk better.
Oh, like you can't
And
train the
so,
dog in any way. You can't like.
yeah, pretty like I mean, some people are fine with it, right? But I would go as far as to offer like, hey, I'll do it for free. I just don't want my arm ripped out by your 150-pound Tibetan Mastiff. And they said no, Fluffy likes to pull. We're gonna let him pull. And I can't tell them no, it's their dog, but it's kind of pissed me off.
Okay, so it's mostly the people. The dogs, like the actual act of walking the dog is not so bad unless some of them are pulling. But the people are extra. Did any dogs bite you?
I've had one dog from walking bite me, but like in the dog training side of things, I also did a lot of behavioral stuff, so that was yeah.
So let's say you're a rich person's dog and the dog bites you. What do you do there? Do you tell them?
Oh yeah, 100%. I walk back. I say, "Hey, your dog bit me. You got two choices. One, I'm not walking your dog anymore, or two, you can pay me to help you fix it."
Why don't you just bite the rich person? Teach them a lesson. Tell you how they like it.
I think they would win that lawsuit. I think, as the dog walker, I'm not as financially capable as them. Let me tell you.
Do they give tips? Are they good tippers?
No. No. Dude, I would. Oh man, I didn't do it often. It was like an occasional thing that I would do for people I trained with, but
Yeah.
then people started telling their friends, and then I would, I don't want to say no to money. So I would walk other people's dogs, and dude, I could take like 3 videos and a bunch of pictures loving on their dog, and I'd get back, they'd be like, thanks, man. Sometimes they'd fucking shortchange me if it was cash. And it was like, come on, what are you doing?
That's fucked up. That's a little fucked up. That's
Just a
crazy.
little.
So you were doing, I mean, was that part of the deal? Is that you give them videos, or you're like just doing that as a bonus? Like, hey, your dog's doing great.
Yeah, I mean, if they would ask for it, I would
Okay.
do it, and if they didn't ask for it, yeah, sometimes I would do it. If it was like a long walk, like an hour, yeah, just had a couple pictures, might as well, right? Work for that tip.
Sure,
But
yeah. Well,
also, I mean, it's
yeah.
just nice.
If they ask for it, they should definitely tip, because that's like extra. You're doing a little photo
That's
shoot.
what I'm saying. But no, they thought it was included. $20 walk for 20 minutes or whatever.
That's interesting. All right. Well, we've learned. Is there anything else you want to tell us about this job, or is it just like you're warning people away from it?
Unless you're able to read dogs well, I would not recommend it, because I can read dogs well, and I don't do it anymore because, yeah, I mean, it was not worth it.
What about
It's just so-
fitness wise? You got a lot of walking in. Was it
Oh yeah, tons. I mean, you stay pretty fit, especially if you had to walk 150-pound dogs. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
All right, there's an upside there. All right, well, Pfeiffer, thanks for walking us through that. Now we know, literally and
Yeah.
figuratively. Appreciate it,
Of
brother.
course, I appreciate it. It's like my second time in the stream ever. I can't believe I got in here. It's awesome.
It's that easy, baby. All right, take it easy. Peace.
You too. Bye.
Boiler check! Boiler check! MT Rooster, check that boiler! Check the fucking boiler! Holy God, we almost lost our tomatoes there for a second. We almost lost our fucking tomatoes. Aren't there studies that show rich people tip way less on average? I've never seen these studies. I mean, I tip a lot of knowledge. Okay, so it's like I'm a big tipper of knowledge and of like exposure and of, you know what I'm saying? I will absolutely offer wisdom. Do you tip an exposure? Yeah, sometimes I'll be like, do you want a photo? like I could post it on my Instagram or something. You know what I'm saying? And then so that's like I'll do that to dog. Like I'll hire a dog walker and then I won't give them cash, but I'll be like, all right, do you want a photo? I'll put it on the social media canon. Yeah. So I'll do that. Sometimes I will give a tip to, a hot stock tip. I'll be like, I'll get a receipt and I'll be like, in the tip section, I'll write, buy NVIDIA stock 5 years ago. And then I'll put a little smiley face and then I'll wrap that up and hand it to them. It's just like these little things that help working class people out. Sage advice, yeah. I watched the latest Big A video. It's a long one. This is a long one. I have a question about treasury bonds. I saw that Turkey has an incredibly high return on bonds, but I've also heard that's a risky investment. This is very simple. I don't want to go so deep in this. If a country has really, really high returns on their bonds, that means it's very, very risky. The highest return you can get right now is Ukrainian war bonds. The higher the return, they have to offer you that high return because it's so risky. That's a simple way of thinking about it, but like, if you, that's everything. I mean, that's like every single thing you'll see a financial return on in life. It's based on risk. And when people say you can get a high amount of money for low risk, that's when you're getting bullshitted, folks. That's when you're getting fucked over. That's whenever you're the mark. Thoughts on them getting rid of the AI Santa because all the things you made him say about the Ukraine-Russia war? He didn't say anything, bro. He wouldn't talk. He wouldn't fucking talk. I grilled him and he wouldn't talk. And then we got that fake Santa. He wouldn't talk either. I can double your money in 90 days. They don't call me Mr. Ponzi for nothing. What's this guy? I'm a maintenance worker on... I lost it. Oh, I lost your name is mitochondria? User. What is is your first time chat message? I'm a maintenance worker on the A-10 aircraft in the U.S. Air Force. It's pretty shitty most days. I mean, if you want to talk about it, I'll talk to you. It just sounds like you're not stoked about it, but I would love to hear, I guess. I mean, it's a Air Force job. I assume a lot of your day is doing nothing. It's just sitting around, drinking Monster Energy, you know, shooting the shit. I'll talk about it. All right, send me a DM on Discord. Send me a DM on Discord and we'll get you in here. Watch a video of A-10 firing its weapon. A-10 firing weapon. A-10 Warthog live training. Let's watch this shit. Okay. Oh, shit. This is what happens to your house if you call it football instead of soccer. That's a lot of bubble wrap. This thing does damage, I will say. Oh my god. It sounds like farts. It sounds like the person right behind the camera ripping the loudest farts you can imagine and covering the sound of the gunfire. That's crazy. Silent but deadly, yeah. Jeez Louise. Loud but benign. Hey, Truck, did you hear about how REDnote is not actually going to be a new alternative? We're going to talk about that later. I wanted to ask about AI agents. I first heard about them from Jensen Huang. Are they like character AI but for workers? No. AI agents are like AI that can do tasks without you telling it to. Can like go out into the world, the digital world, and perform sequences of multiple tasks that it self-directs. Agents, not Asians. They're more like, you know, replacements for humans, although they're talking about enhancing humans. But the idea is that like you could just tell it to go, I don't know, figure out how many pallets we need and then purchase them and then report that to this division and then, you know, like just do what a job would do. And then it just handles all of the different steps on its own and reports back instead of like you telling each individual thing. But because they need to fit into a human workflow, they are putting like human faces on them and like trying to make it understandable for humans. The problem is they're just not trustworthy yet. They're just not trustworthy in terms of like they fuck up a lot and they goof. And then if you send them to buy something, they might accidentally buy a million, or you know what I'm saying? They're not as reliable as they need to be. Like real people? Yes, like real people, except real people fuck up in more predictable ways, first of all. And then when they fuck up, you can blame them. You can fire them. You can sue them, whatever. If a human being fucks up, you can walk it back. You can blame it, whatever. But if the AI fucks up, it's on you. You can't like it. You have to pay that bill. You have to pay that. You know what I'm saying? It's harder to. The liability's all on you. You can't pin it on this guy and fire them. Do the agent companies get sued? One day they might. That'll be a legal battle of the AI age. Is who's responsible? The AI, the middleman, the company that implemented it, the employee in charge of installing it. Who's gonna get sued? Who's taking the blame when there's a big fuck up? AI Fall Guys. I'm a partner at an education law firm, and Trump may mean my job won't exist soon. At an education law firm? What does that mean? You sue schools? Or for schools, or what? What's your... Who's your clients? You sue the students that fail? Hey, you got an F and also you're being served? That's based. That's like motivating. That's fucking motivating. I think if you ever fail at anything, you should never be allowed to try again. You should probably be jailed. If you ever make a mistake or just do bad on a test, or that should be the end for you. One and done. One strike, you're out. This is what I believe. Just kind of like a better way of living life. This would help with the Fall Guy party. Just be good from birth. Atrioc, in what instances do you think a company owning multiple businesses is a good thing, if any, or just that it doesn't infringe on the public enough to break it up? Missing Lena already. A company owning multiple businesses. It's very broad. What do you mean? What is there like a specific example you're mad about? That's not wrong on its own. Do you mean like a company buying other companies, or what do you? But I also miss Lena Khan. Like multiple franchises. You think it's bad for McDonald's to have multiple franchise? What do you mean? What do you mean? Buying multiple companies. Okay, you're talking about like, I think there's a general worry here about like private equity or something buying up a lot of companies under one roof. Yeah, I think general consolidation. People don't like it. Average people don't like it in America. It sucks. The fact that we're fighting ever bigger corporate giants that you can't even figure out who owns what. But it's not inherently bad. It's just that you got to make sure there's competition. There should be a 2-company limit per person. I think there should be a big lottery. So every company goes into a giant bingo spinner wheel thing. And then every American walks up and you just get a company. Like you might get Google. That'd be fucking sick. What if you get Google? Or you might get Hertz, and it's like, it sucks. But whatever. Everyone just gets a company. Like, yeah, gotcha. I think that'd be fun because then, I got Enron. Because then, first of all, everyone gets to be a CEO, so we're all going to be rich. And then, secondly, it'll like distribute the wealth a bit, and we switch every year. I got Chili's. Oh, shit. Be popping. Canadian real estate versus literal European castles. I gotta watch this.
Real estate versus literal European castles, part 20. For today's video, we're going all the way to Kamloops, BC, where the town slogan is boldly unscripted, and it's also written in a font that is probably called boldly unscripted as well. Although I guess it's better than the old slogan, playtime redefined. Ew. Be surprised, repeatedly. Gross. Welcome to the loops. Anyway, this is 964 Fernie Road, which again is located in Kamloops, not Fernie. It's a lovely 4-bed, 4-bath home with a variety of plants trying to grow out front. Anyway, let's take a look inside.
Okay.
Starting off, here's your semi-updated kitchen with newer appliances and cupboards that seem to be in decent shape. Right next to the kitchen, you've got sort of a combined
Someone said AI generated. This is not AI generated. This is just a dude talking over a video. Dude, some of you guys have gotten completely fucking you just guess on everything because you're worried of getting fooled. You just guess on everything. Like I saw so many streamers chats when they played Get to Work say AI song when Drop Spindle was singing. They were like, AI song? AI song? It's like, what the fuck are you... Drop Spindle's singing your heart out. It's so obviously not AI. But everyone said it. And they just guess everything. That's crazy.
dining and office area, which also has another cool feature. A big stone fireplace. It also comes with this photo of a guy who's got a sick mustache, which is probably why he's so happy. Here's one of your bathrooms, which has a functioning toilet, our favorite, and it's even got a mirror, kind of. Here's a bedroom, which is spacious enough to hold a double bed and a computer area, once you've taken the closet doors off. This, I think, is a bedroom with an interesting selection of furniture that's been arranged in a way that's different from how I would do it, but I guess there's nothing morally wrong with it.
How many
downstairs kitchen, which has just a whole bunch of sinks and some fluorescent light fixtures, which are more than halfway filled with fluorescent tubes. Here's a downstairs bathroom, which has a drop ceiling, most of a shower, and a stylish two-tone toilet. I'm not really a graphic designer or anything, but I guess this is sort of an umber or an ochre.
That's gross.
And here's your home office. What I really like about this picture is that the longer you look at it, the
Looks
crazier
like
it gets. Over here, you got some Costco receipts and then a whole bunch of business cards and maybe like a driver's license or something. Over here, you got some kind of assembly diagram
it's
schematic.
A bad house.
Another Costco receipt that says Garag at the top. And then over here, you got a paintbrush, a respirator, a whole bunch of sets of keys, a sewing machine, and a serger.
Yep.
I don't really understand what kind of business this is, but I guess if you live
It's a
here, you could
hardworking
run
Canadian.
it too. You got a basement storage room with a couple of chest freezers and a whole bunch of pickling and canning equipment. I'm not an electrician or anything, but this seems pretty legit to me.
Brother,
And then
I'm
over
not
here,
going
you
to
have
actually
your
buy the
nursery.
house.
So what'll it cost you to live here?
Okay.
I'm sure people in the comments will tell me is the highly desirable city of Kamloops, BC. Only $2.985 million. That's fair. But, as always, if you don't have enough money for the place in Kamloops, you may have to settle for a French castle instead. Situated in the heart of a charming French village, this castle features over 10,000 square feet of living space, including 9 bedrooms
Damn,
and
you
3
could buy a
bathrooms. Dating back
castle
to the
for
13th century, the castle's most
sub
battlements
2
and
mil?
watchtowers evoke its past as a defensive fortress, and it was enlarged in the 17th century to accommodate visiting royalty. The latest major alterations were done in the 20th century to preserve the castle as a regional...
It'd be kind of fucking fire to own a castle. Can I see how much this costs? 2 million euro. And you get a castle in France. What do you guys think the odds are of like all of our guns and planes and boats and tanks failing at the same time, and we go back to feudal sword-based combat where castles reign supreme? Do you think there's like a decent chance of that? Like 90? God, I wish. You sitting there on the edge of your bed in a full chainmail armor, head held low, sword in your lap, just waiting. Not today. Cross off your calendar. Not today. Soon they'll need me. Everyone secretly wishes for the apocalypse, not gonna lie. Legitimately true among Zoomers, not kidding. Legitimately true that a good amount of them, not even secretly, openly sort of just want... I don't think they're really thinking it through and what it would actually mean. But they just kind of like, yeah, fuck it. What is your thoughts on this new Twitch feature? What is this? It's a little filter so you don't say anything mean. Sounds good. We should also be nicer. It's the year of confusion. We gotta be nicer. 2025. There will be less weed smoking in the apocalypse, and for that reason I'm out. That's a good point. There'll be less weed smoking. We can all agree, right? If there were like a generational warfare type apocalypse, breakdown of society, that millennials would be unstoppable because we know Harry Potter spells and we have we can trade we understand. We would fire our laser. Yeah. Why am I blanking on what we would trade? We would trade what are those the stupid little things they sell at like GameStop? God, why am I blanking? No, not Pokemon cards. We would have that too. Funko Pops. It'd be like bottle caps from Fallout, but it's Funko Pops. It would be a Funko Pop based economy. Once society falls, we'd have Funko Pops. We'd be thriving. And you guys would have very few Funko Pops comparatively. Fiverr, thank you for the gifted subs. Appreciate it. Bro, I can't lie. I be gobbling glizzies ever since I subbed. I can't. Thank you for the 39 months. That's the kind of humor that can only come from 39 months of being here. You truly be gobbling those glizzies. You truly do. The brain's been fully rotted through the skull. There's this TikToker that does shorts of people thriving in the apocalypse. Is really wholesome. What the fuck would be wholesome about that? It'd just be mass death and societal breakdown and just link me. I want to see how fucking wholesome it would be. I've been in crypto for 10 years and I'm not a millionaire. You want to talk about it? It sounds like you want to talk about it. I get the vibe that you want to talk about it. I don't personally want to talk about it. I personally am not really a crypto lover. Crypto lover, not a fighter, you know? Yo, Big A, I applied for my new job at my current job. Direct step up from where I am now, based. I'm already doing the job. I heard back this week, and my boss basically said that I was the candidate chosen, but they don't think I'm quite ready yet. So they aren't hiring anyone. I'm not really sure what to do now. Any advice? They got you fucked up. You are basically already doing it. Wait, it sounds like they just realized that you're already doing the job and they can pay you less. Why from their POV are they gonna pay you more? You should keep your job, but look somewhere else. And then return with the offer somewhere else and be like, hey, listen, I am trying to grow my career. I like it here. I like working with you guys, but I got plans for myself. I'm ambitious. I'm trying to move up. If you guys can't match this offer, I have to leave. I would be sad about it, but I have to. I think if you approach it with that mindset, usually they'll be like, we got to keep him. Or counterpoint, you could shit on your boss's desk every single night until he gives you the job. Don't tell him it was you. Just every day he walks into a big fucking stinker right on his desk, and he's like, wow, I don't know how this got here. And then eventually he'll just offer you the job. And then it goes away magically. 2 routes. 2 roads diverged in the yellow wood, and I took the road less traveled by. Cozy apocalypse. Let's see.
When society collapsed, Duck Girl emerged. You'll find her in the flooded city, with a twack of varying sizes and species. You can talk to her, but no one has ever heard her speak. Great for directions, though. There's other animal dudes out there. You got Sir Froggington, Lizard Wizard, the dog dude. He's extremely sociable, though. Just a couple of nests around the place. Please leave them if you find one while scavenging. The ducks have kept a lot of pests out of the area, and it has caused more people to settle nearby, like at the solar tower, where they never disturb the ducks. When society collapsed,
This has 354,000 likes. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that Duck Girl will be kind of fun and whimsical when the collapse comes. What about like the fucking angry Texas car dealership guy who starts a local militia and goes from town to town hunting, killing, and raiding? What about that guy? Is that guy in one of your Duck Girl would stop him? Duck Girl will not have your back. I just don't. Just feels like this is too cutesy by half. What about this?
Oh, g'day. I'm one of the fire throwers working on keeping old Silenthal the Undying here from regenerating. He came from outer space like 8 years ago, and Earth's military took him down, except he keeps growing back. The Hire said it was more efficient to let him grow back to around 30%? I don't know if that's true, but it's really upsetting when his eyes and lungs grow back. Oh, jeez. Basically torturing an elder god. There's no way this ends well. But what else can we do at this point?
That's funny. That's a funny idea. That makes more sense. That honestly makes more sense. That's what we should do. Torturing another species wholesome? Yeah, but you kind of have to do that. It's an elder god that wants to crush and kill and murder and... Bum bum bada bum bum. What's this one? Wubby loses $10,000 on turn 0.
With the win.
I'm gonna try.
What can you do?
A lot.
Oh, wow. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna start by playing a Scavenger Grounds. I can pay 2 to exile all graveyards. I'm gonna pass in response to your turn starting.
So you're in my untap step.
I'm going to tap the Beamtown Bullies.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to give you Inverter of Truth.
All right. When Inverter of Truth enters the battlefield, exile all cards.
Guys, when I said I wanted to play Magic with Wubby, I obviously was saying Magic as a code for do cocaine. I don't know this nerd shit. I'm not. These are cards. I thought we were all on the same page. I don't. What the hell is? This is fucking. This is so nerdy.
From your library face down, then shuffle all cards from your graveyard into your library. Okay, so I lose my library.
In response to that ability going on the stack, tap this to exile all graveyards.
Oh, Merit Ladge, Ginger Taxes, Emrakul. So what happens is my graveyard goes away, and then my library gets exiled. I move to upkeep, and then I move to draw. I can't draw, so I die.
By the way, Prof, you missed your mana crypt upkeep trigger.
By the way, go to hell.
Yeah.
No.
Destroyed him. Destroyed him. Full out. I don't know much about Commander, to be honest. I'm always down to play. I'm an open mind, but I play draft normally. You are overexposed and oversaturated. Chill. Fucking chill. Yeah, I know it's brighter than usual. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I might have hit a thing. You're overexposed and oversaturated. How about that? Did I fix it? I don't think I changed anything. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Get over it. Move on. Just have an extra light on. It's not, he's naturally very white. I am white. I don't think I'm naturally very. I don't think I'm more white than most white people. I'm. The whitest Latino. Yeah, I'm basically Latino. You're truly Peter Griffin-esque. Bro, bro, spell it right. It's just fucking spell ESQUE. Just fucking spell it right. Basically, Latino can I speak Spanish? I can speak Spanish. I can speak Spanish, dude. Me gusta Hablo español. I like it. I like to speak Spanish. It's that easy. It's fucking... It just flows off my tongue. It's the language of love. Will you open your own nuclear reactor this year? Yes, I will. And I invite Atrioc chatters to work on it. I want them to work on it. I think you guys could learn a thing or two about nuclear energy by getting out there and doing the work. You see one of the biggest WWE content streamers has been playing Get to Work for several days now, Santi Zap. I think someone tweeted at me this happened. Anyway, I'm glad everyone's playing it, bro. It's awesome, is what I'll say.
A brother.
Oh, he's playing it right now. Let's see. Get to Work, first attempt. He's cruising. He's near the end. Nah, he's not really near the end. He's got a ways to go, but he's having a good time. Multiple days of play. I love to see it. We saw some VTubers playing it again. Someone was just playing it. Swagger Souls is playing it. Yeah, it's cool, bro. It's been a month and a half now. The fact that we're still getting the fucking vibes is great. NL played it for 20 minutes. We'll take it. He got motion sick, same as Stans. Happens. Millennials be like, I'm adulting so hard right now, I can't. That feels like somehow you're on like a Zoomer version of Facebook, and you're just posting the equivalent of boomer memes, but for other Zoomers that they can. That's not. There's nothing new there. That's not. Millennials be like, why are we roasting the greatest generation, millennials? Well, that's what I don't understand. Why aren't we like thanking millennials for all they've done for us? Do you understand? I don't get it. They're so. I feel like society's built on the backs of millennials. Like, I'm trying to, like this. Like, this is how the average millennial feels. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like we're carrying the weight of the world, but put like a wizard hat on us. So I just reminder that millennials are going through this when you say that kind of stuff. And like they can't even has cheeseburger. Support your local millennial. It takes a lot to has cheeseburger. Yeah, exactly. Fucking exactly. Did you watch Epic Rap Battles of History? Like ever or today? Epic Rap Battles of History. Is there like a new one? Or why are you... Oh, there's not a new one. Yeah, of course I've watched ERB. That's a millennial. Is ER... No, millennial... No. Epic Rap Battles is not millennial. Is it? It's like both. Everyone fucking watched. Zoomers watched ERB, dude. Don't anyone pretend you didn't. You watched all of them growing up. It's zillennial coded. It's definitely both. It's both camps. That's not. Funny how much of meme millennials not being able to afford a home was in hindsight. What do you mean? Usurping Wall over the 37 months. Peak ERB is millennial. Einstein versus Hawkins. Dude, the only thing I would say that's millennial is like trying to define different eras of ERB and compare them. I don't get it. That doesn't. It's whatever. It's not like there's a drastic difference in fucking quality between like. I don't even have a new one. Ask Mr. Beast. He's a Gen Z who pretends to be a millennial. Mr. Beast does not pretend to be a millennial. but we would claim him. After his proposal, we'll claim him. Millennials will draft Mr. Beast in the generational draft after he said, "So I did a thing." Where's his fucking proposal? I don't have it. From Mr. Beast did a thing. After, if you've, well, this is millennial coded. The guy's in. He's in the club. He's honorary millennial. It's like when you get an honorary degree from a school. If he wants to come to the millennial cookout, he's welcome. Everyone wearing merch? Yeah, wearing his merch. That's amazing. How does Gen Z end in 2012 if Gen Alpha starts in 2010? Because there was a secret, hidden generation born in 2011 that few speak of. They are the daywalkers. They hide among us, ready to one day rise and bring the earth to its knees. Gen Zalpha. If you were born in 2011, you walk among us. No, I think you're just wrong, bro. I think you're just wrong about the days of the generations. I don't think everyone had a major oversight. Yo, Big A. Just hit you with a quick Venmo request. Would appreciate if you can get on that. Thanks, big dog. You got it. You got it, big dog. Actually, if you guys ever need anything from me cash-wise, I'm always down to help. My Venmo username is @AidenCalvin, and just request whatever, dude. Just even if it's not a big deal, just like drop it in, and I will get on that. I have money, and I'm ready to give it out to you. I can't even tell which generation I'm in, on the border of a starting, but don't feel Z at all. This is what every Zillennial says, bro. Every Zillennial who's basically a Gen Z says, like, I don't know, I don't fit. I just don't fit. Bro, shut up. Shut up. Nobody wants to hear it anymore. Shut up. Pick one, shut up. You're just basically a Zoomer. I get it. You played Nintendo DS. I get it. You played Wii Sports. I get it. You watched fucking Zoe 101 and fucking iCarly. I get it. I understand you. I get it. Shut up at this point. You're not some unknowable, single-minded individual. It doesn't fit the categories. You are you're basically a Zoomer. Maybe you're a Zoomer who like remembers a VHS tape or something, or you know what? Like, but you're still a Zoomer. You're essentially a Zoomer. Oh, thanks for the gifties, PogChamp. Yet another day. They have the 10 gifties. Do you have a message you wanted to read? Thoughts on David Graeber? I have no idea who that is. David. This is like am I getting baited into something? David Graeber. Oh, this is the guy that wrote Debt. I've only read the book Debt. I haven't read any of his other books, including the one everyone recommends, which is Bullshit Jobs. I liked the book, but mostly the first half. So if you've read it, you'll understand. I liked the first half where he was more going into history, and then the second half where he gave like his thoughts and ideas, I didn't like as much. but no one's read it, so I can't. It's not a very good thing to go into. If you're 33, you're part of the largest demographic in U.S. history, which is bad because we're coming into financial goals at the same time. No, it's good. The thing about generations is you want to be in the biggest one, because then you get the biggest voting power, which means then you vote yourself all the freebies. Boomers exploited this to the detriment of all the rest of us. Boomers were a big fucking generation, and they got control of all branches of government, and they voted everything to help them out for decades. If you're a small generation, you get pushed around. Once the boomers die off, millennials are going to start fucking... You better learn how to say Wingardium Leviosa, Zoomers. Because that's how you're getting your food, okay? You let, when we have the food banks for Zoomers, you have to say a Harry Potter line. I never heard it put that way. Yeah, dude, that's the fucking boomer classic. That's how they fucking ran shit and still run shit. Harry Potter will be mandatory reading in all schools for the Black Ops. The thing about that is you can no longer assign mandatory reading because people in schools can no longer read. What's the point? You can make it mandatory, but this fucking Gen Alpha kids, Gen Beta, when we take, they're not gonna read, bro. You have to assign the movies. You could argue it's just capital, not the generation. I would disagree. I think they're closely intertwined, of course, but the way we handle things like Medicare and Social Security and tax breaks and the way NIMBY policy works locally to protect even non-wealthy people with their one asset being their house. We like, oh, Aiden, good to see you. I was just talking about you in a really positive and good way. I hope you didn't get any requests. I hope. Why am I getting Venmo? No, I'm laughing at something else. I was just remembering. Do you remember? This is private, right? But you don't mind. Do you remember when you pissed yourself? At the office, you made that big mess and you were like, oopsie. And everyone was laughing. We were all laughing at it. I'm sorry, totally unrelated, but I remember. Anyway, I have no idea where we're getting Venmo requests. Probably because you don't pay people on time, if I had to guess. Oh, another thing. Do you remember when you stole $3 million from Off-Brand and then lied and blamed it on other people and kind of like created a whole... Do you remember that? Is that something you remember? Do you remember... Honestly, I don't know. Did I say this whenever? I don't want to say it when Aiden's here because I don't like being nice to my friends to their face. But I will say it anyway because we're on the subject and I think I don't want any bad things to spread. I'm going to post your social security number. All right, never mind. I'll say, there's something nice. Listen, I don't want to talk about the off-brand stuff, but all I want to say is everyone involved owes a great debt to Aiden Calvin. He is a good person. An uncommonly good person who did above and beyond the Call of Duty, not just like the video game. And probably saved, you know, I mean, obviously he lost a lot of money, but he would have lost a lot more. Yeah, he did. Again, I've heard the story from multiple people, and man, Aiden comes out looking pretty good. What did he do? He was siphoning money out of Ludwig's bank account to pay for his gambling debts. But he hit it big, and he bought everyone a free trip to Vegas. So it was like a fucking super cool thing for him to do. He's just a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he drinks too much on the job. Yeah, he pisses himself. Yeah, he gambles a lot. But, like, he also knows how to have a good time. And that's bigger than anything else. Like, that's why we're here on this earth. He's not even subbed to you? It's fucked up. It's honestly fucked up, Aiden. I think I'm subbed to you, and you fucking stream camless Mario Kart. Let me check. Am I subbed to Aiden? Because if so, this is a fucking on-site moment. I know you make fucking 50 racks a month off fucking... I don't have subs available. What are you talking about? I don't have subs available? Oh, you mean on your channel? Your channel. Okay. I was like, I thought you meant that's why you couldn't sub here. It's like, no, I don't. My thing doesn't. I see. Yeah, I see. You don't have subs available. Okay, fine. I guess I'm just on there. I'm just a Patreon sub. Sorry, I'm just a Patreon sub for your fucking podcast. Boiler check. Wait, what did I wanted to ask Aiden something on stream. I wanted to ask his thoughts on something. We were gonna do a thing, but I don't remember. Maybe Aiden can give us a breakdown on the Gaza ceasefire and give us all the ins and outs of what's going on with Israel and Palestine. That's perfect. Jump on in, Aiden. Tell us. Aiden, why don't you lead the discussion here on the Gaza ceasefire? Who start from the beginning. And I want you, this is gonna sound a little strange, but it'll help everyone move along. I want you to go from the beginning, and at every single stage from, really the 50s until now, I want you to assign blame. I want you to say who the good guys were and who the bad guys were at every at every stage of this 50, 70 year process. That could be a good, a little fun topic. There was a ceasefire today, though. Prediction number one, banked. Gaza ceasefire announced after 50 months of war. We'll see. I mean, the early days of a ceasefire are rife with many things that could undo it. The agreement offers hope of a halt and potentially an end to a brutal war that's become the deadliest chapter in the decades-long history of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, leaving Gaza in ruins. And obviously the ceasefire is only the beginning of the incredibly difficult and expensive process of rebuilding, reorganizing, and figuring out what to do. But it is a step. It is a sign. It is good. Ceasefires are good. So we'll see. If it's solved before Trump takes office, your prediction is off. First of all, no, it's not true. Because the only reason it's moving, the only just move it forward motion, is because of the guy he put on it. And the stuff he's been saying in and out. 100% not prediction off. And it's also not solved. By the way, it's not going to be solved at all. Not solved? Oh, well, that's good. What else? Dude, there was something else I wanted to talk about. I'm blanking. Was it falling birth rates? No. Damn, I thought I had like a whole thing. Oh, Joe Biden had an outro speech. Had his fucking good night and good luck, goodbye speech. That's not it, but he did say, can we watch it? Let's watch it. Let's watch Joe Biden's farewell address to the nation. Let's see what old Joey B, Joe Biden farewell speech.
My fellow American.
It's only 15 minutes long. Joe Biden, it is finally Jover. My fellow Americans. Let's see what you had to say.
My fellow Americans, I'm speaking to you tonight from the Oval Office. Before I begin, let me speak to important news from earlier today. After 8 months of nonstop negotiation, my administration, a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached by Israel and Hamas, the elements of which I laid out in great detail in May of this year. This plan was developed and negotiated by my team and will be largely implemented by the incoming administration. That's why I told my team.
Dude, everybody, I mean, this is supposed to be a teleprompter speech. I don't have any problem with that. There's something about the way Joe Biden reads the teleprompter that really unnerves me. The way the way he fucking squints at it and like it's just so it throws me off. It throws me off. I understand that people are going to teleprompter this. It's an important speech. I just it's got me scared.
Team to keep the incoming administration fully informed, because that's how it should be, working together as Americans.
Great.
This will be my final address to you from the American people from the Oval Office, from this desk as president. And I've been thinking a lot about who we are and maybe more importantly, who we should be.
Okay.
Long ago in New York Harbor, an iron worker installed beam after beam, day after day. He was joined by steel workers, stonemasons, engineers. They built not just a single structure, but a beacon of freedom.
This was Joe Biden's 48th birthday. He remembers it like it was yesterday.
The very idea of America was so big, we felt the entire world needed to see. The Statue of Liberty, a gift from France after our Civil War. Like the very idea of America, it was built not by one person, but by many people, from every background and from around the world. Like America, the Statue of Liberty is not standing still. Her foot...
Wait, I just realized, this is actually a little embarrassing, but I'll still admit it. I just realized that, like, as a gift from France, they just paid for it? I always thought it was built by the French. And they shipped it over in, like, parts, and then... It was? Okay, I was right. They sent it through Timu. Okay. They did build it in front. Okay. That's what I thought. But I was like, the way you described it was like we just built it with immigrants here in America. It was just reassembled. Okay.
Foot literally steps forward atop a broken chain of human bondage. She's on the march. And she literally...
Can you imagine if France, the gift was just the idea? Imagine if France was just the ideas guy of the Statue of Liberty. They just like, we have a picture of this cool thing. You have to pay for it and build it, though. Check. We had a concept of a statue. Can you imagine this giant lady and she's torching?
She moves. She was built to sway back and forth to withstand the fury of stormy weather. To stand the test of time because storms are always coming.
Okay.
She sways a few inches, but she never falls into the current below. An engineering marvel. The Statue of Liberty is also an enduring symbol of the soul of our nation. A soul shaped by forces that bring us together and by forces that pull us apart. And yet, through good times and tough times, we've withstood it all. A nation of pioneers and explorers, of dreamers and doers.
Dude, he's got no...
Of ancestors native to this land. Of ancestors who came by force.
It's like, this speech itself is fine. The delivery is terrible. There's like, it's truly Rizless. It's truly no sauce speech. It has no aura. That's crazy. Yeah, it's like, dude, if someone said it in the chat, it's kind of like a high school presentation where you're just reading off the slides. And then Columbus came to America in 1844, and then he built and that's, it's got the energy of like nothing there. No, there's no meaning in the words, no fire.
A nation of immigrants came to build a better life.
And that's why I think he should spend the next 4 years working on that and then run again. I think he needs to spend the next 4 years like honing up his Riz. I don't know, get on fucking Tinder or something. Just work on the Riz, get the Riz game on lock. Do some TRT, get swole, and come back. Come back and fucking run it again. You've got the experience.
A nation.
Turn it around in
holding
28.
the torch of the most powerful idea ever in the history of the world. that all of us are created equal, that all of us deserve to be treated with dignity, justice, and fairness,
Based.
that democracy must defend and be defined and be imposed, moved in every way possible. Our rights, our freedoms, our dreams. But we know the idea of America, our institution, our people, our values that uphold it are constantly being tested. Ongoing debates about power and the exercise of power. But whether we lead by the example of our power or the power of our example, whether we show the courage to stand up to the abuse of power or we yield to it.
You got to put sauce on that. You got to put sauce on that. Whether we lead by the power of our example or the example of our power. You got to the right words, dude. You got to fucking, he's just, it's all monotone. It's all monotone.
After 50 years at the center of all of this, I know that believing in the idea of America means respecting the institutions that govern a free society. The presidency, the Congress, the courts, a free and independent press. Institutions that are rooted, they just might not reflect the timeless words, but they echo the words of the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Rooted in the timeless words of the Constitution, we the people. Our system of separation of powers, checks and balances. It may not be perfect, but it's maintained our democracy for nearly 250 years.
True.
Longer than any other nation in history that's ever tried such a bold experiment. In the past 4 years, our democracy has held strong. And every day I've kept my commitment to be president for all Americans through one of the toughest periods in our nation's history. I've had a great partner in Vice President Kamala Harris. It's been the honor of my life to see the resilience of essential workers getting us through a once-in-a-century pandemic, the heroism of service members and first responders keeping us safe, the determination of advocates standing up for our rights and our freedoms.
Joe Biden is
instead of
brat.
losing their jobs to an economic crisis that we inherited. Millions of Americans now have the dignity of work. Millions of entrepreneurs and companies creating new businesses and industries, hiring American workers, using American products. And together, we've launched a new era of American possibilities.
All right.
One of the greatest modernizations of infrastructure in our entire history.
What was that?
From new roads, bridges, clean water, affordable high-speed internet for every American.
Bro, I don't have affordable high-speed internet, bro. I'm in LA. I got a fire. I got fucking Spectrum. They charge me through the fucking nose and it crashes all the time.
We invented the
better?
semiconductor, smaller than the tip of my little finger. And now it's bringing those chip factories and those jobs back to America where they belong, creating thousands.
Get fucked, Taiwan. We invented it and we're bringing it back. We're not buying your fucking Taiwanese chips. I did see that in Arizona, the TSMC plant has officially produced the advanced chips, the smaller nanometer one, not like the super small ones, but like they did the smaller nanometer ones, which is was it 4? They did a 4 yield in Arizona. Let me confirm. Yeah, that sounds crazy. 4 nanometer chips, Arizona. Damn! That's fucking crazy. We really did a 4. Although it's funny. So you can go as small as 2. But TSMC, I believe, put restrictions that you can't do it outside of Taiwan. with their technology. Crazy, 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 crazy. Why? Because if the very best chips can be made outside of Taiwan, they have no more silicon shield. The reason America and other countries will protect Taiwan is chips, is their ability to make the latest and greatest chips. And if anyone else can do it, it'll fuck their whole safety up. It's their protection. By the way, I believe in Taiwan's freedom for its own reasons. I think they are a well-managed, independent government of people that don't want to be assimilated. So I just think they shouldn't have to be. But I won't be saying this in China, so... What control they have of the industry? No, they just have, like, the reason we can make 4 nanometer in America is because TSMC sent their best engineers, I mean, not their very best, but they sent top engineers to Arizona to help build it, to work with American employees and get that off the ground. So, like, they have the technology, they have the experience, they have the know-how. When they say you can't make 2 nanometer elsewhere, they're just meaning they're not letting the secrets out. They're not. Same thing with ASML in Europe, Dutch, what, Holland? Sorry, what? Netherlands. Fuck. The Netherlands, yeah. Holland, Dutch. I kept saying Holland in my mind. In the Netherlands, yeah, they don't let the secrets out of how they make the fucking high-end lithography machines. Anyway, what was Biden saying?
Jobs. Finally, giving Medicare the power to negotiate lower prescription drug prices for millions of seniors. And finally, doing something to protect our children and our families by passing the most significant gun safety law in 30 years and bringing violent crime to a 50-year low, meeting our sacred obligation to over 1 million veterans so far who are exposed to toxic materials, and to their families, providing medical care and education benefits and more for their families. You know, it will take time to feel the full impact of all we've done together. But the seeds are planted, and they'll grow and they'll bloom for decades to come. At home, we've created nearly 17 million new jobs, more than any other single administration, single term. More people have health care than ever before. And overseas, we've strengthened NATO. Ukraine is still free.
Wait, he's in his bag. 1 second. I got to hear him talk about NATO. Joe Biden always perks up when it comes to NATO. Joe Biden. He says NATO the way Kendrick says mustard, dude. I want to hear him talk about NATO.
Single term. More people have health care than ever before. And overseas, we've strengthened NATO. Ukraine is still free. And we've pulled ahead of our competition with China. And so much more. I'm so proud of how much we've accomplished together for the American people.
In what ways?
And I wish the incoming administration success, because I want America to succeed. That's why I've held my duty to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition of power, to ensure we lead by the power of our example. I have no doubt that America is in a position to continue to succeed. That's why my farewell address tonight, I want to warn the country of some things that give me great concern.
Okay.
This is a dangerous and that's a dangerous concentration of power in the hands of a very few ultra-wealthy people.
Yeah.
The dangerous consequences if their abuse of power is left unchecked.
Yeah.
Today, an oligarchy is taking shape in America of extreme wealth, power, and influence that literally threatens our entire democracy. Our basic.
I would not say it is taking shape today. I would not say that we have been steered clear of it for decades, but I just feel like there's storm clouds are brewing. We might one day have America where the rich have deep influence over our political system. We might one day have an America where the rich have a different set of rules that apply. Thank God we don't have it now, but like it could happen. The storm clouds are
basic rights and freedoms and a fair shot for everyone to get ahead. We see the consequences all across America, and we've seen it before. More than a century ago, but the American people stood up to the robber barons back then and busted the trusts. They didn't punish the wealthy, just made the wealthy play by the rules everybody else had to.
true.
Workers want rights to earn their fair share. You know, they were dealt into the deal and it helped put us on a path to building the largest middle class, the most prosperous century any nation in the world has ever seen. We've got to do that again. The last 4 years, that is exactly what we've done.
No.
People should be able to make as much as they can.
No.
Play by
I mean, you're right, but no, that's not what we didn't do. No, we didn't do that. No, we didn't do that. Absolutely not. No. It's not. We aren't there. We aren't in the. Listen, you appointed Lena Khan, and I'll always give you credit for that, and she made an effort, but we're not there. We're not at the fucking trust busting, high taxes on the wealthy, broad based middle class growth, increasing middle class real wages. We're not in that era. We're not in the 60s, 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s era.
the same rules. Pay their fair share of taxes. So much is at stake. Right now, the existential threat of climate change has never been clearer.
You're not going to be
Look
around.
across the country, from California to North Carolina. That's why I signed the most significant climate and clean energy law ever in the history of the world, and the rest of the world is trying to model it now. It's working, creating jobs and industries of the future. Now, we've proven we don't have to choose between protecting the environment and growing the economy. We're doing both. The powerful forces want to wield.
Best way to do that is nuclear, by the way. You want to grow the economy and protect the environment? Nuclear energy. And it's not close. It's not close.
Their unchecked influence to eliminate the steps we've taken to tackle the climate crisis, to serve their own interest for power and profit. We must not be bullied into sacrificing the future of our children and our grandchildren. We must keep pushing forward and push faster. There's no time to waste. It's also clear that American leadership in technology is an unparalleled source of innovation that can transform lives. We see the same dangers of the concentration of technology, power, and wealth.
Okay.
You know, his farewell address, President Eisenhower.
Is he yawning? You know, a little yawn in the middle of the speech. This is your farewell speech to the nation. Eepy, bro, wake up. This is a big deal.
Spoke of the dangers of the military-industrial complex. He warned us then about, and I quote, the potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power, end of quote. 6 decades later, I'm equally concerned about the potential rise of a tech-industrial complex that could pose real dangers for our country as well. Americans are being buried under an avalanche of misinformation and disinformation, enabling the abuse of power. The free press is
It should
crumbling.
be a great time for him to plug my
Editors
stream.
are disappearing. Social media is giving up on fact-checking. The truth is smothered by lies told for power and for profit. We must hold the social platforms accountable to protect our children, our families, and our very democracy from the abuse of power. Meanwhile, artificial intelligence is the most consequential technology of our time, perhaps of all.
Bro, I heard Joe Biden got freaked out about AI after watching Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. Maybe he just rewatched it before the speech.
Artificial intelligence is the most consequential technology of our time, perhaps of all time. Nothing offers more profound possibilities and risks for our economy and our security, our society, for humanity. Artificial intelligence even has the potential to help us answer my call to end cancer as we know it. But unless safeguards are in place, AI could spawn new threats to our rights, our way of life, to our privacy.
I'll make a call too. Hey, I have a call that we should end cancer as we know it. That way, if we do end it, it's kind of because of my call. Because I've called for it. I am demanding that all those out there do their best effort to end cancer as we know it. This is the Atrioc's call. And I'm putting it out there. If you want to answer the call, then cure cancer. And we'll say we did this together. It's sort of my call that pushed you to do it, but like your science also helped. Thank you. Don't thank me. I mean, do, please, because I am a hero, but make sure it's ostentatious and gaudy.
How we work and how we protect our nation. We must make sure AI is safe and trustworthy and good for all humankind.
Why just cancer as we know it? Well, because I want a different, cooler cancer. Yeah, I want you to like mix it up. I want you to evolve it. Not Glancer.
In the age of AI, it's more important than ever that the people must govern. And as the land of liberty, America, not China, must lead the world in the development of AI. You know, in the years ahead, it'll help to be, it's going to be up to the president, the presidency, the Congress, the courts, the free press, and the American people to confront these powerful forces. We must reform the tax code, not by giving the biggest tax cuts to billionaires, but by making them begin to pay their fair share.
True.
We need to get dark money. That's that hidden funding behind too many campaigns contributions. We need to get it out of our politics. We need to enact an 18-year time and term for the strongest ethics and
time limit, time and term. To be honest, both. Good save, Joe. No one noticed. Good save, Joe. Saved. That's the GOAT, dude. That's why they call him the public speaking GOAT. He can roll with it. He can flow with it. Guy can clutch it up in a fucking moment. That's why you literally can't get one past him. He's too fucking quick. He's too on his feet. Even FDR couldn't do it? Yeah, facts.
strongest ethics reforms for our Supreme Court. We need to ban members of Congress from trading stock while they're in the Congress. We need to amend the Constitution.
Say it again, Joe!
From the Supreme Court. We need to ban members of Congress from trading stock while they're in the Congress. We need to amend the Constitution to make...
My goal! Yes! It didn't quite flow off the tongue, but you said it. Yes! We should ban. We should done it already. Yeah, they should not be trading stock.
Make clear that no president is immune from crimes that he or she commits while in office. The president's power is not limited. It's not absolute. And it shouldn't be. And in a democracy, there's another
What did
danger.
you say? The president's power is not limit?
No president is immune from crimes that he or she commits while in office. The president's power is not limited. It's not absolute. And it shouldn't be. And in a democracy...
I think he meant to say unlimited or limitless. Okay, I was confused. I was like, I thought he was... because it was opposite of his point. The president's power has no limit is totally different than. I see.
There's another danger to the concentration of power and wealth. It erodes a sense of unity and common purpose.
True.
It causes distrust and division.
True.
Participating in our democracy becomes exhausting and even disillusioning.
True.
And people don't feel like they have a fair shot.
True.
We have to stay engaged in the process. I know it's frustrating. A fair shot is what makes America America. Everyone's entitled to a fair shot. Not a guarantee, but just a fair shot. An even playing field.
Okay.
Going as far as your hard work and talent can take you. We can never lose that essential truth, remain who we are. I've always believed, and I've told other world leaders, America can be defined by one word: possibilities. Only in America do we believe anything is possible. Like a kid with a stutter from modest beginnings in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and Claymont, Delaware, sitting behind this desk in the Oval Office as President of the United States. That's the magic of America.
It's tough to believe, I'll be
all
honest with
around
you.
us.
It is tough to believe.
Upstairs in the residence of the White House, I've walked by a painting of the Statue of Liberty I don't know how many times. In the painting, there's several workers climbing on the outstretched arm of the statue that holds the torch. It reminds me every day I pass it of the story and soul of our nation and the power of the American people. There's a story of a veteran. This is a veteran, the son of an immigrant, whose job was to climb that torch and polish the amber panes so rays of light could reach out as far as possible. He was known as the keeper of the flame. He once said of the Statue of Liberty, quote, speaks a silent universal language, one of hope that anyone who seeks and speaks freedom can understand. Yes, we sway back and forth to withstand the fury of the storm, to stand the test of time.
I feel like he feels like this Statue of Liberty metaphor is cooking. I feel like he thinks this whole like through line of the Statue of Liberty is like just people are fucking losing it for you. Like I feel like he thinks the pen was hot, but it's just not landing because you got no emphasis in what you're saying, and it's all just droning together. It's not.
A constant struggle, a short distance between peril and possibility. But what I believe is the America of our dreams is always closer than we think. It's up to us to make our dreams come true.
Yes.
Let me close by stating my gratitude to so many people, to the members of my administration, as well as public service and first responders across the country and around the world. Thank you for stepping up to serve. To our service members and your families, it's been the highest honor of my life to lead you as Commander-in-Chief. And of course, to Kamala and our incredible partner, the historic Vice President. She and Doug have become like family. And to me, family's everything. My deepest appreciation to our amazing...
He didn't thank streamers. Did you notice that? He didn't. It's just really weird. He didn't thank content creators. He didn't thank streamers. He didn't thank TikTokers. He didn't thank... It's like, is that... Or am I included in family? It just feels really weird given how much, like, how important we are to the fabric of America.
The First Lady was with me in the Oval today. For our entire family. You're the love of my life and the life of my love. My eternal thanks to you, the American people. After 50 years of public service.
He loves the flip.
I give you my word. I still believe in the idea for which this nation stands. A nation where the strength of our institutions and the character of our people matter and must endure. Now it's your turn to stand guard. May you all be the keeper of the flame. May you keep the faith. I love America. You love it too. God bless you all. And may God protect our troops. Thank you for this great honor.
Joe Biden. Salute, stand back and stand by. I heard you. Storm the Capitol. Understood. He said it without saying it. Joe Biden. Guys, January 6th is over, but our work has just begun. We have to storm that Capitol. Honestly, good content, bad delivery. Yeah, I mean, it's fine speech. It's fine. Just horrendous. He's just so damn old, man. He's just too old. Too old. I like the part about Congress trading stocks. I like the part about getting money out of politics. I like the part, there's some stuff in there, but, politics, especially for a politician, you're not out there doing the work. Your job is to get people excited about these ideas. That's like the politician really is just to get human beings to understand and motivated about these ideas. You're not. And if you can't do that, then you don't have a lot of use. If you can't communicate it to the fucking public and get them united on common purpose. Lady Liberty Slay Queen. He should have put the video on 2x and added the Subway Surfers in the corner. The video of himself live, he should put in 2x. Hey, can I add you as a chef card in my cooking card game? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. I don't know anything about your game. And I don't want to be. Probably, sure, fine. Yeah, I don't think I have a issue with it, but don't put me next to anything problematic. And my specialty would be glizzies. I'm cooking up glizzies. Mustard, ketchup, glizzies. Yes, dude, yes, this is good. This card game is fucking amazing. This is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Holy fucking shit. Type shit, dude. Damn, I really felt like I had something that I wanted to talk about so specifically, but I'm not. Boiler check. Boiler check. Check that boiler. What did I... Oh, I do want to talk about Little Red Book. 100%. I do want to talk about Little Red Book. Yes, absolutely. But there was something else that I wanted to say. There was something else. Where did you see that Gen Z is consuming more soda? I think the articles were in the presentation, bro. What about Big Red Book? Fucking facts. Dude, there's got to be one more thing that I wanted to say. Oh, was it about? No, never mind. That's not it. Dude, I don't know. My notes are... Fuck TikTok. We on Xiaolong Shu now? Yeah, absolutely. What about the Big Red Dog? That's what I'm saying, dude. Why are we all getting on the Big Red Book when we get the Big Red Dog Clifford into our lives? Fucking love Clifford. We talking Clifford?
Whee! Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh my goodness. Oh, your party is really fun. Thanks, Jetta. Good thing you took my.
Millennial ass show. Wait a minute. Wait. Millennial cartoons. I just want to do a quick check here. Zoomers, did you not watch these shows? Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Doug, Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Lab, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Batman animated series, X-Men animated series, Johnny Bravo. I don't know if King of the Hill counts, but these are all fire. These are all fire. These are all goated. This is like half of them, yes. Didn't have Cartoon Networks. Wait, where's the fucking did you watch? Dude, look at all these fucking shows. Wait, these are kind of, do you watch Cat Dog? You didn't watch Angry Beavers? You didn't watch? I didn't actually like the Wild Thornberries. Cat Dog was classic. Alone in the world with a little cat dog. Oh, one fine day with a wolf and a purr. Baby was born and it caused a little stir. No blue bunny, no three-eyed frogs. Angry Beavers is not low-key goated. It's high-key goated. Ah, Real Monsters? That was too scary for me, honestly. It was gross, too. It was gross, and it was, like, not fun to watch. Fairly Odd Parents. I watched Fairly Odd Parents. That's not a fucking Zoomer show. It's like, it's borderline at best. When was Fairly Odd Parents? I watched Fairly Odd Parents. 2001? I'm sorry, it aired before 9/11 and you're talking about how it's a fucking Zoomer-ass show? No. Timmy was just an average kid that no one understands. What a deep read. You actually really fucking, you've spoken and you've seen. Yeah, absolutely. It is funny though, because so obviously I watched all millennial and zillennial cartoons growing up, but there's this 4-year period where I lived in Germany and I lived on a military base, and on military base TV they only play shows they can get from networks for free, and so it's all really old shit. So when I was a kid, I'm not this old, but when I was a kid for 4 years, from like 98 to 01, basically, I watched I Love Lucy. I watched MASH. I watched like fucking the Brady Bunch. I watched Cheers. I watched the oldest fucking shit. I watched some black and white shit. I watched Jetsons. I watched Gilligan's Island. I watched Gilligan's Island. And I'm a kid, so it's like you're just bored. You want to watch it on fucking TV, especially back then when internet was like dial up. You have to fucking. So I'm just watching TV and I'm watching all these fucking classics. Because that's all I have. We had 7 channels, 7 English channels, and they're all black and white or like old ass shows. Bro remembers dial up? Yeah, I remember dial up. Nothing wrong with remembering dial up, bro. You got to know where you came from to know where you've been. By the way, I basically have dial up now because I live in LA and I have fucking Spectrum! The modern version of dial up. Still is fucking slow. Sorry, I got a little heated. But I do fucking hate Spectrum. I don't remember dial-up, but I remember my friend having it for way too long. That's it. That's funny. Your friend still had dial-up well after dial-up was over. I feel like dial-up was a relatively short era. It wasn't that long. When a baddie trying to call your house, but she can't get through because you're on AIM waiting for her to log on, Sag. Straight up been there. Straight up been there. You guys, Zoomers don't even understand. You couldn't have the internet and the phone at the same time. If you were logged onto the internet, no one could call your house. Straight up, that's true. And you didn't have a cell phone. It's fucking crazy when you think it's so old. Damn, it sounds so old. It's not that old. It's not that long ago cosmically. Did you use hieroglyphs? No, I didn't use fucking hieroglyphs. How did you order DoorDash? They were called emoticons. Back in the day when the horses were tired and the girl couldn't get her love letters to me. It is crazy. People used to communicate via letter. Like months at apart. You just send someone a letter, boom. I'll hear from you in 8 months. You'd have to really fucking write that shit. Yeah, my dearest Annabelle. You'd have to fucking... I think that's wild. Email was honestly a game changer. People would just get on a boat for years. I don't know about years, but yeah, a long time. Low-key parasocial. Yeah, can you imagine how much it hurts to be left on red from a note? Because you never know. You don't know if they're just like they haven't seen it yet or if the letter got lost or... You know, with a phone, you kind of know. If they're ignoring you, you know. But with a letter, it's like you could always delude yourself. You can also just lie in the letters. People can lie in text, bro. My oppa wooed my oma writing her letters from Canada to Germany in German in the 50s. So that shot took a long time. Your grandmother was a Nazi? I'm sorry. Your grandmother was a Nazi? I mean, maybe she didn't support. Do you know what I'm saying? 50s? Yeah, okay. So was she 5 years old? Was she 5 years old, chat? Or was she alive during the 40s, 30s, 20s? Okay? And thereby complicit. If she did not attempt to kill Adolf Hitler, she was therefore complicit in some way for the crimes of the Nazi Party. Whether or not she openly aided and abetted is a different question, but... If Colonel von Stauffenberg, eye patch and all, could make an honest attempt on Hitler's life, then so could she. Oh, she was abetted, all right. By your grandpa. But damn, his Canadian ass. Hooking up with a Nazi. Who'da thunk it, dude? Who'da thunk it? Why didn't you? You were there. I was so high in the 40s. I chiefed so much reefer that you can't possibly blame me. I was so out of it, dude. I was honestly just fucking vibing. My guy. Wubby's screaming at you right now? Wait, why? Wait, why?
You get banned. It's a joke.
Do the Trump. is save scumming? Bro is save scumming every fall? You know what's funny though? Hey, I'm down. Because every single day he goes, I'm never playing this game again. I'm done. I'm uninstalling it. It's uninstalled. It's over. And then the next day he boots it up. To another fucking 20K viewers or whatever. Bro is an asset to the company. And we thank him for his service. We thank him for his service. I hope he locks in. Good luck, Godspeed. He's part of the family. Absolutely, he's part of the family. I didn't save scum and I got true ending. Do you want a fucking clap on the back? Everybody! Kurt Mage didn't save scum and got the true ending. Let's all get a round of applause. God Gamer. God Gamer. Kurt Mage. Not just a better gamer, but a better person than fucking Wubby and these streamers. Yuck. I watched someone else beat it, and I effectively beat it too. This is how most people think. I will say this. So the game has done quite well. The game has done quite well. We're very happy, obviously. I think we're coming up on 1 million CAD or whatever. It's fucking good. All right, it's good. I feel good about it. However, for Rage games specifically, people would rather just watch. And I think it's the lightest of Rage games. I think it's very fun to control, yada, yada, yada. But I think people would rather just watch. They want someone else to go through the struggle. And that's fine. Because it's just funny, though, because we got, everyone to play it. We really got probably 50 times more viewers and streamers to watch it and play it than I thought we would get, and in my best projections. But the conversion rate, had it been any other kind of game, would have made millions. You know what I'm saying? It would have made, like, if EA wanted to get all the streamers we got to play it for their game, they would have had to pay millions of dollars to get XUC and Wubby and Sidemen and fucking all. It would have cost millions of dollars, and we got it for free. But our conversion rate's pretty low because it's a Rage game. People just rather watch, which is totally fine. But good to know for the future, like good to think about. Does CT1 Wolf play it? Yeah, I need Faker to play it, dude. And then I'll fucking. Doo-doo. Content creator sees the negative effects of React content. Bro, I think you're completely misunderstanding what I'm saying because we would have zero sales if it weren't for those people. we would have zero sale. That literally was it. The entirety of our fucking. If they hadn't made video, like if Ludwig didn't make that video, we would have so many. It was all huge. I think you're misunderstanding entirely. I'm just saying the type of game it is makes it so the people that watch it are like, that looks hard. I got a hard day at work. I don't want to go home and play a hard game. I want something fun and easy. So we had a high conversion rate for influencers, but relatively low for people who watch to play. But we had so many viewers that it still worked out. We got a lot of sales, but could be. Yeah, like if this same number of streamers played this, but it was a roguelike MMO with AI girlfriends, we would never have to work again. We would have made $6 gazillion trillion. Do you understand? But it was a Rage game. Bum bum. Ba ba bum. How much would you have made if Kevin O'Leary was marketing your game with his marketing cannon? There's no limit. You understand that Kevin O'Leary's marketing cannon is something you can't put a price on. We would have given him a $100 royalty per sale of the game. He could absolutely move units. Favorite movie? I don't have a favorite movie, but I do love the movie Memento. I've always liked it. I love Memento. I love the first Matrix. I love a lot of movies. I love a lot of movies, but those two are ones. I like Rounders. I love. You definitely like Inception then? No, not really. I mean, I think Inception's a good movie, but Inception's not like S tier timeless for me. Thought it was fine. I actually think Inception, the whole part in the snow, the third level deep with the snow and the fighting, dumb, wasted. I think they waste a lot of potential in that movie. The beginning is so interesting, and then it kind of plays out real standard. As opposed to like, yeah, Shutter Island or The Prestige, where the back half is like, holy shit. I thought Inception got weaker as it went on. Tenet is the best movie. Fight me. I don't have to fight you, bro, because you can't hear. If you watch Tenet more than once, you can't hear anything because the music blows your fucking ears out. I watched a dog shit Nick Cage movie, Willy's Wonderland. Nick Cage didn't say a word the whole movie. Bro, Nick Cage has openly admitted he has financial problems and has to take a lot of movies to get paid. That's why he does a million dog shit movies. Nick Cage has debts to, he has taxes to pay. But I still love Nick Cage. I love fucking Con Air. I love, what's your favorite action films? See, I like a cheesy action film. Like, I like Fast and the Furious, bro. I like the whole franchise. I know it's stupid. I like it. I like The Rock. Not the actor, the movie The Rock. I love Rush Hour 1 and 2. I like Mission Impossible, the whole franchise. I like The Nice Guys. I like Zoomers fuck with 3. Zoomers fuck with Rush Hour 3. Dude, I just realized whatever you watch with a kid is goated. Whatever you watch as a kid is goated. When you're a kid, no matter what you watch, it's funny, it's hilarious, and you like it. And it's hard to unlearn that. It's hard to unlearn that. Because Rush Hour 3 is not goated. It's not, dude. Rush Hour 3 is not goated. It's like such a fall off. It's such... You're like just wrong, but you watched it as a child. And so... I'm starting to think Atrioc has seen. I've seen Face Off many times. I want to take his face off. Yeah, I love Face Off. I think we watched Face Off on stream, part of it. I've seen Face Off many times. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Face Off has a random part of the movie where it's set on a fictional prison where everything is metal and every prisoner wears magnetic boots. And they have these big, like, gaudy lights on them, red or green. It's like... Andor? Andor is different. Andor is goated. Don't you speak a bad word about Andor. Don't you... Do you like Lord of the Rings? Is it more interesting or less interesting than Harry Potter? Lord of the Rings is obviously better than Harry Potter, but as a millennial, I will not besmirch Dumbledore's army, okay? Lord of the Rings rules. Everyone loves Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter is so lame. Fucking muggle. Hey, everyone, look at this. We caught one. We caught a fucking muggle in chat. Jesus, bro. Jesus. Bro, people saying racist and slur don't even understand Harry Potter enough to know what a slur is. If I had said M blood, then I'd be saying a slur. Muggle's not a slur. You don't even understand Harry Potter enough to know when I'm being fucking disrespectful. God, Muggles. It's a microaggression at least. It's a microaggression. For real, for real, for real, for real. For real, 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 for real. And I want to apologize, okay, if I've offended anyone, any non-magical person, by calling them a muggle. If like you prefer to be called a non-magical person, then I apologize. I just feel like I'm getting tone policed here. I'm gonna start like the first Wizard World Alex Jones. The fucking woke Dumbledore's army won't let us say muggle anymore. Info warts. Holy shit, dude! This is such a millennial joke, but that's good. That's just good, clean humor. From Cream Pie Wizard. Cream Pie Wizard really came in clutch there with info warts. That's good. That's what they would call it, info warts. Honestly, J.K. Rowling is such a like just a classical kind of like more out of touch social media lib that she would do this. I mean, this would be like a big plot point. It would be so on the nose. It would be literally like Phineas Jones of Infowarts, and he's they're turning the chocolate frogs gay. Yeah, I think that's pretty funny. It's too subtle for her now. She's pretty on the nose. Anyway, he's the Rocket? Oh, he's gonna beat it. Chat, here's the deal. I want to talk about Little Red Book. I really do. I really, really, really do. In fact, I should. We should just talk about it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's talk about it. But you have to provide stuff. You got to bring. There's hilarious memes. There's a lot of hilarious memes. If you have, I got Stefik to help research, and we got some stuff. But here's the long story short: TikTok is getting banned. We all know it. The Supreme Court heard the hearings. It's just seeming very likely that TikTok is getting banned. It's happening. Whether or not Trump will reverse it is up in the air. Big question, but it's getting banned, all right, on the 19th. It's seeming very likely, at least, barring a last-minute change. And originally, when it was going to get banned, we all thought it was going to be a thing where you just can't update it. It's out of the App Store. You can't update it, but you can still use it. But it seems like TikTok is kind of playing 3D chess here, and they're going to actually self-ban it. The idea is that when you open the app on the 19th, TikTok is going to block your access so that you get mad and demand. Yeah, it's kind of like what Pornhub did in Florida. You know, so everyone, whenever they got banned. So anyway, they're trying to do that to get everyone to get mad, to try and cause a big ruckus, and then Trump comes in and maybe can unban. That's, I guess, their plan. But for now, it's going to get banned. And so everyone's freaking out on TikTok, and in response is headed over to a little app called Xiaohongshu, a.k.a. Redbook, a.k.a. for some reason, REDnote. Again, this is just a random name that I guess the English audience came up with and it just ran with. If you look up anything about this on social media, it'll be REDnote, but that's not what it's called. We just made that up. The name Little Red Book comes from Mao's Little Red Book, which was quotes from Mao that people would walk around with in Mao's era. However, despite what this all looks like and what you might think, Little Red Book is in absolutely no way a political app. It's not a political discussion app. It's not even like Twitter or anything. It is more like Instagram meets Pinterest. It is mostly people posting like, here's a fun restaurant in this city. Here's how hot I look on the beach. Here's, that's what the app is normally. It has very little serious discussion on it. And it has a majority female user base. So again, it's like just Instagram meets Pinterest until recently, until it started going on the charts. Suddenly, US users started flooding REDnote, which is what they just called it. And it's connecting Chinese and American citizens, average social media users, like never before, especially young people. Hit the #1 in the App Store. By the way, Lemon 8 is essentially the Americanized version of Little Red Book. So #1 and #2 are both Chinese apps that are like Instagram, Pinterest ripoffs. And they hit the top of the App Store in response to the TikTok ban. A bunch of TikTok, quote, refugees, hashtag TikTok refugees, started trending on both of these apps. 620 million views, 11 million posts as of today. Of all these people going on and saying, hello, I'm here from TikTok, I'm a TikTok refugee. And some really fun and interesting interactions happened. But first I went for the Chinese side because we had Stefik go and look at more of the Chinese side. And we got some art that kind of depicted from their side what's happening. Which is like, this is a depiction of the day with Chinese citizens and American citizens coming in, meeting, and even like some Canadians, even some, in this case, Germans. Because again, a lot of non-American but Western social media users got FOMO. They basically saw all the stuff on TikTok about everyone going to Little Red Book and went over, even though it's not banned in their country. Like in Canada, it's not banned, but everyone's going to check out this website anyway. People waking up, Chinese people waking up and seeing REDnote today be like, and it's like a Chinese person waking up and it's it's surrounded by Americans and Canadians and Germans using Chinese slang and posting cat pictures. And there was a lot of memes about how, first of all, how Americans obviously did not read the terms and agreements. Again, Little Red Book is an app that is 100% in Chinese. The TOS is in Chinese. The UI is in Chinese. Everyone's just power clicking through. and just signing up to fucking post. And the memes were pretty fun. Again, the coolest thing about all of this is seeing regular internet users in China and regular internet users in America collaborate and share memes. Basically have fun with each other throughout any of this geopolitical strife. For example, the USA government saying China's stealing your data, and then I'm stealing their memes as you log on to download Chinese memes. And then a lot of Chinese people were doing the spy joke. Like this person was like, how do I hide my save folder on Little Red Book, which is basically your bookmarks. You don't want your bookmarks or your likes to be public. How do I make them not public? And the guy's like, doesn't matter. Whether you hide it or not, I'm going to spy on your data every day. Which is great. I mean, a lot of Chinese people were leaning into the fucking spying on data joke. It was good. People were learning English. People were learning Chinese. There's a whole many videos of people sharing how to say certain phrases in slang in Chinese or in English back and forth. Duolingo jumped in. Oh, now you're learning Mandarin. By the way, this is not just a joke, it's real. Duolingo, number of people signing up to learn Mandarin spiked the second this happened. People are very easily able to make life decisions off a couple TikToks they saw. Yeah, Duolingo saw a 216% spike in US users learning Chinese because of this REDnote spike, which is pretty funny. Get ready to learn Mandarin, buddy. I've got my book right here. People, sharing how to do this. Again, we prepared you for this. On Marketing Monday, What's Up Beijing, I taught you XSWL. I taught you YYDS for GOAT. I taught you this. I prepared you for this fucking invasion. You're able to say what you need to survive. We planned for this. And then one funny thing that I thought was pretty cute was the Chinese netizens created the cat tax, which is basically like, hey, if you're not from China and you're on this app, you have to post a cat photo first before you can be allowed to be a part of the conversation. And so like you have to post your cat photo and then they reply with this cat tax payment conversation or this fucking meme, which is pretty cute. It's a good, friendly cat tax from California. I can't speak Chinese, so I'm paying the cat tax. People are doing it. It's pretty cute. Bunny tax. It's the type of stuff that goes in the app anyway. This is already like a pretty low stakes app. It's allowed for sharing pet photos and outfits and things like that. Then they asked it back, Chinese friends, I want to see your cats. And Chinese people said, this is my cat. Or this is my cat. It also knows Chinese Kung Fu. Basically just memeing. Then we got to the homework sharing. Hi, American people, please help my homework. I love you guys. And there was a lot of like people asking for help on their English homework. Except, these are TikTokers, not like our best and brightest. So some of them were like, I can't do this homework. Y'all's homework has me wondering if I actually know English. And then on the other side, this might sound racist, but it happened. It was a lot of people asking for help with math homework from Chinese kids. I need help with math homework. I'm in trouble. And Chinese people helping out, including this guy, a middle school math teacher, Mr. He, who helped an American with their math homework. And then someone said, teaching is truly an endless endeavor. You have to teach Chinese students in the day and teach foreign students at night. Wait, am I being Spectrum? I'm being silenced? Xi Jinping? Biden? Who's behind this? Am I being silenced? I didn't even see a fucking F. Are we back? We're good? My God, I'm being shut down. I made fun of Joe Biden's speech and he used the last the last of his power to shut me down. But you can't stop me, Joe. You can't stop freedom. That or Xi Jinping, I don't know. I don't know who wants to stop. It's almost sad. It's like, this is such a specific example. Do you guys remember the end of, there's a fight in Undertale where the boss gets weaker each stage. It's the most based fight I've ever seen. It's the most brilliant. What was that fight? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Undyne. God, that fight was so brilliant. It's the first time in gaming history I've seen a boss fight where they get weaker. It's like, of course they would. Why would they get stronger each phase after you've kicked their ass? It's so genius. Anyway, Biden's like that. He's on the out. He's on the out. Anyway, okay, so they help with math homework. Then, of course, there were Chinese people asking for like, hey, can you help me apply for a PhD or help me find an online job? Again, youth unemployment is pretty high in China right now. Makes sense. They would try to fucking find a job overseas. Although with the H-1B situation, it's going to be tough. And then, of course, because it's a photo sharing app like Instagram, a lot of people just went to horny jail. Both American and Chinese netizens got very horny very quickly. Okay? People posted thirst traps and got a bunch of responses from people in other cultures. This is a hot dude in China who posted a selfie, and then Jalissa from TikTok said, hi, do you want a green card? So there was that, but then also the other way around. So like an American woman would post her selfie and then get a bunch of Chinese dudes saying, baby, I love you, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. Or you're going to make all the lesbians here go crazy. There's a lot of this. I mean, there's a lot of this. Probably bar for bar, this is probably the majority of it. That's not where you get seen shared because a Although it's funny. So again, most of what I'm showing you today is the positive sides of it and the fun. You know, most of it was really just a great sharing of memes and culture. It's good. However, there were specifically I was reading like on Reddit from like r Ask a Chinese person, like that. There were Chinese people, especially Chinese dudes, who used this app basically to find hot girls, and they are extra mad that it's filled with like middle-aged American dudes saying like, "Hey, I'm from America." They're like furious. They're like, all I log on to do is look at hot women in China, and now I'm seeing fucking foreigners introducing themselves. So there was people mad. I will say the overall feeling was positive, but there was definitely then there was this guy who tried to post a selfie. This is a TikToker who tried to post a dude, I can't make an arrow. And instead of getting the thirsty response he thought he was going to get, he got people like judging him. You have anterior pelvic tilt. There's people just negging him, which is pretty funny. Yeah, they don't really love the openly asking for it. Then there was some sharing hobbies. People, again, a lot of good feelings. It was like pretty nice to see people just talk about crocheting or little projects, or they all like F1, NBA. There's people sharing all sorts of memes. Then, of course, there was the AMAs. And this is probably the most interesting part, although some people are mad about it. Again, I looked a lot into this. There were Chinese citizens that were mad because they're like, hey, this app is literally 99.9% of the time just fun stuff. And now there's so many Americans and foreigners on it asking like serious questions and making political discussion and asking like, what do you think about socialism and capitalism and, you know, all this stuff. And it's like, I think there's a fair criticism there of people changing the vibe, but also this was pretty interesting. It was like all pretty interesting to see people share actual thoughts on like, what do you think about Texas? What do you think about schooling? What do you think about discrimination? I'm a black American. What do you think about that? There was like an interesting discussion of ideas from regular people. And again, it wasn't hostile, which is not what you might expect. It was like openly, it was mostly positive, mostly interesting, which is pretty cool. Then, of course, there was the brands. China is no different from America. If something is trending on social media, the cringy brands will try to get involved. By the way, we'll pause for 1 second. Congratulations to Wubby for beating Get to Work, for becoming the next Elon Musk. I know it's his ultimate goal. 07 Soldier, he put a lot of fucking hours in. His stream was truly hilarious. What's this clip? A clip of him doing it? Let's see.
Wait.
Oh, just jeez. Wait, I forgot.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Hey, big congrats. Big fucking congrats. I'm proud of him. Oh, wait, Marketing Monday. And then there was brands. There was brands that tried to get on it. Like this guy who asked for help with his math homework on Little Red Book. And then the XGIMI brand responded, answered his math problems, and then said, you can take a break from math by playing games and watching movies with the XGIMI projector. That's pretty good. The Taobao, which is kind of like a Chinese version of Amazon. Someone said, wow, Amazon. And they said, how dare you? The real question is, how long will it last? And the answer is probably not that long. If TikTok gets banned, there'll probably be another rush. But again, the UI and the app and the average content on there is all in Chinese. There's a rush right now of people that are enjoying it, largely because it's fresh and new. And it's fun, and it's beautiful, and I think it's cool. However, I'm not sure it will be a long-term thing. Regular people are going to be using LRB. And of course, if TikTok is banned, then Lemon 8 and LRB will probably eventually get banned as well. But for a moment, it's kind of beautiful. Now, two things happened that I want to mention. Number one was right when this started to happen, the CEO of REDnote, CEO wink wink, showed up and said, and welcome everybody to the app. This is the most insane act of defiance ever seen on the internet. And he said,
introducing you guys to this platform. So tip number one, we mainly use this platform for searching for suggestions, such as for restaurants, such as for shopping malls, even for like makeup tips. And secondly, this platform is mainly Chinese speaking, but do feel free to speak English and post English content, because I believe there are a lot more English speaking people on this platform nowadays, and like we need to build this community. And
that is powerful. What a powerful thing for a CEO today. It just turns out that this guy's not a CEO. He's just a guy living in Canada. Somebody just posted his video with the caption, "The Little Red Book CEO speaks." And then not only did it get picked up by all of social media, it went viral, but Fox News.
The Supreme Court expected to rule any day now on the law that would force us to actually look towards other.
I don't know if it's going to be the same as TikTok, but I'll try it.
I kind of have a TikTok problem, so I probably wouldn't do it for the best of me.
Your States. Experts advise downloading your content now, especially if you're a creator.
They should have a contingency plan.
TikTok is currently the top downloaded app in the Apple App Store, despite being in Mandarin.
I don't know if it's going to be the same as TikTok, but I'll try it.
I kind of have a TikTok problem, so I probably wouldn't do it for the best of me. But I would be interested in trying it, you know, because it sounds cool.
That seems like real catch-22 for the government, because what would be the point of them banning TikTok if everyone can then just go and use REDnote?
Dude, they might have cut it out of the video. I think it was at the end here and they cut it out. Because it was the very end. That's unfortunate. Anyway, at the end, Fox News said that the CEO, they scrubbed it, bro. They fucking scrubbed it with YouTube editor. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I wonder if there's a... Let me see. Well, no one's going to find it now. Anyway, when this guy found out, this was his reaction.
What is this?
Okay, so I got this text message today from one of my friends saying, does this guy look like your boyfriend? So apparently you went viral today.
What?
Wait,
is that on TikTok?
Yeah. So it says the CEO of REDnote has welcomed Americans to their Pinterest Instagram app.
What the hell actually happened? Bro, no! Wait, can I see?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
I don't know, I think like today.
No!
So yeah, I think people apparently think that you are the CEO
Bro,
of REDnote.
400k likes.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not the REDnote CEO, just to be clear.
Yeah, so we're making this video to clarify. I don't know what happened or how the message came about, but this is my boyfriend Jerry, and
I'm Jerry,
and I'm Danny. We are the creators behind this account, and he is not the CEO of REDnote.
I'm just another normal guy in Vancouver.
He's fucking Canadian. He's fucking Canadian. So anyway, people were losing their minds over the open and honest dialogue of the CEO, but it was just a dude. And obviously, there was some friendly roasting as well. Chinese, give us your American jokes. Please make fun of us so we can laugh. Why do you eat like your healthcare is free? We were getting some good ones. They were firing back on all cylinders. Wait, the Chinese are already cooking us with incredible precision. What is this?
Picture with you and post it on my 朋友圈 so that I can confirm, my online political correctness. Oh, thank you. Wait, actually, where are you from? No, you know what I mean. Like, where are you from? Your great-grandpa is Italian. You guys want to be European so bad. What? Nothing. Actually, you know what? I took Italian class in high school. Yeah, like, merci. It's French.
I don't know what this is. I gotta link this. This is 2 minutes long?
God, it's a complete exhaustion. Welcome.
All right, well. And then there was just a bunch of... Oh, this one. That's what I was looking for. I think this is the one I thought of. Incredible things are happening on REDnote.
家人们，今天主播给你们刷个大火箭。其实你们都是在抖音上冲园子刷火箭，什么时候见过主播给你们刷的？我这人不一样，就是宠粉。今儿给你们刷个大的，这个叫 RPG 火箭筒，从柬埔寨到阿富汗，全世界阵营都在用。我这边呢就是一个正儿八经的高爆弹头，有懂的兄弟们可以讲一下上面的型号。后边呢就是一个柬埔寨军方的一个靶场。话不多说，开刷。Thank you。它底下已经装好了药，上面装了高爆弹头，放进去之后能卡住，它会有一个旋转出来的尾翼，帮它固定住飞行的稳定性。
Two. Boom! That's hype.
小红书.
That's amazing. Americans, the moment they install little REDnote.
And let me tell you, I've been taken up to the third heaven. I've been jacked into the big plan. I've seen it. I can't even compute all this.
So this wasn't on Little Red Book, but there's been a lot of this on TikTok of everyone posting like Chairman Mao fan cams. Like after spending 1 minute on Little Red Book.
Fantastical. You've not seen nothing. You ain't heard nothing. You ain't smelled nothing like this. I don't have words to tell you. But I tell you, anybody tries to get in the way of the incredible plan the big guys got for us has got me pissed, and I'm just begging to stay on the team, man. Just put me in the game, coach. Whatever you say, coach. I know I'm weak. I know I'm pathetic. Man, you're amazing. I'm so lucky you made me. What do I do, Bob? Like a hunting dog, man. Just take me out of the house. Just turn me on them. Just tell me what I got to do. Tell me what. Tell me how I serve you. Tell me what I can do for you right now. Woo!
Yeah. So all in all, listen, it's pretty funny. Well, there was one more. This is 3 seconds after installing Zhao Hongshu.
You will be brainwashed. Me, America's son. Ha! That will be a challenge. You bet. Our enemies are all those in league with imperialism. The bureaucrats, the big landlord class, and the reactionary section of the intelligentsia attached to them. You will be...
It's pretty funny. It's just extra funny because if you read actual Chinese people that use the app, it's like this app is just food and photos and beach photos. This app has suddenly become like this political crossover area. But I think a lot of people had a good time. I think a lot of people were able to see. I mean, I saw some people saying, wait, I'm kind of jealous of their EVs because they saw actual videos of people just sharing videos of EVs to each other. And it's like, wait, they're fucking cool. Like, they're nice. They're fucking sick. So people were, opening their eyes a little bit. And it reminds me, in some small way, of a story that happened in World War I, where on Christmas Day, the German and the French soldiers who were in trenches opposite each other both came out of the trenches and played soccer. For like this brief moment, they stopped killing each other. They played soccer, they shared a drink, and then, a week later, they were back to killing each other. It went back. And as we enter an era, next 10 years, where geopolitical forces are going to put U.S. and China more and more at odds, especially at the government level, it's nice that there was a moment where regular people of both countries can see that we're all just social media addicted memers. We all just want the same crap. We want someone to like our hot selfie and call us hot. We want a funny meme. We want a cat photo. I thought it was it's not a big world-changing thing. People are making it out to be bigger than it is, I think. But it was nice. It was a nice moment, and I enjoyed it. And I saw that the memes were funny. And I think someone on China's side thought the same thing, because this image went viral. If there really is an uncontrollable factor that causes our contact to be cut off again, we must also remember the love and trust we have for each other at this moment and in the future. If there are words that defame each other, we can firmly say to ourselves in our hearts that what I see is not like this. I thought it was pretty based. This was a viral on the Chinese side. It's cool, you know? I don't think this is the world's biggest deal, but I thought it was a fun moment. It's nice to see one little bit of good news. So that's the update. Thanks for watching. That's the little Zhao Hongshu update. I downloaded it myself, but I wanted to get Stefik to get the image because I couldn't figure out the fucking menu. I'm a boomer. TikTok CEO is attending the inauguration. TikTok CEO is going to attend the inauguration, slip Trump a fucking $1 million in a duffel bag, and it'll be unbanned by Tuesday. By the way, even though I do, everything I just said, I agree with everything I just said. Like, that's what I believe. I'm actually not super against the idea of a TikTok ban. I just want to be clear. I want my opinion to be out there. I'm not against. I haven't fully made up my mind, but I'm not, only because for the same reason. I mean, every social media is banned in China. And I do think the rationale is fine. Why not make it educational like in China? That's actually super overblown. I want you to know that's a common misconception. The idea that TikTok in China is super educational and TikTok here is all memes and trash is not true. Chinese people scroll TikTok equivalents 3 hours a day, and it's just as memey. It's hot people. It's it's the same thing. People are the same everywhere. They look at the same memes. They look the same brain rot. People are as brain rotted. I think they have better rules on educational content for young people. I think there's like age restrictions that are more serious in the app, but for like the average person scrolling, they're seeing the same brain rot. How do you ban it in practice? Is it possible? It's easy. I mean, they could absolutely ban the app in practice, and they will on the 19th. We'll just see if it lasts. Thank you for the raid, Revenue X. This is my raid song for you. Thank you for the raid. It's more like this. I'll just say, this is an argument. I think the idea that, like, they're harvesting our data, no one cares. Nobody cares about their data. Or at least the average TikTok user doesn't care. That's not what it is, though. The real, I think, fair criticism is this, and not that I'm saying TikTok is doing this, but that they could, is if you have control over what people see in their algorithm, you can make people believe pretty much anything. Like, let's say hypothetically there was a politician that was strong on, tough on China. Like, I want to raise something, whatever in China. You can just make it so that critical information about that politician is more likely to be surfaced. You can just put your thumb on the scale and make it so that something is more likely to be in people's feeds, and comments that are against them and people change their opinion based on that. Like, if you want, like, for example, if China really wanted the average TikTok user to be more critical of waffles, they could do that. They have that power. They could just make it so that anti-waffle content is 2% more likely to be, and then comments that are, you know what I'm saying? They could do it for anything. I'm not saying they are doing it, I'm saying they have directly that power. And the Chinese government owns golden shares in ByteDance, and they have the control over it. It's a fair criticism. I think it's fair. I think it's like a fair thing to be worried about. I think if it was any other country, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but By the way, yeah, again, these are all fair criticisms if China wants to ban social media apps from America, which they do. But if you can't control it, if you have no control over it, and you're probably going to be in a geopolitical struggle, I think it's a fair criticism. I think it's fair. How would CCP have my data? This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is not my argument. The data argument is bullshit. But everyone keeps making it like that's the argument. That's not the argument. The data is not important. Everyone's got your data. Everyone's from your data. The data is a stupid argument. But people keep... It's straw man. The data... It's not the argument in the law. I've read the bill. It's not... The argument in the law is not about data. Data, I mean, it's mentioned in there, but that's not the argument. The argument is that they can control the algorithm to influence public opinion. It's a geopolitical opponent. It's the ability to sway people with like just math, the math of large numbers. You could highlight certain things and downplay certain things en masse to cause people, which is, I think it's a fair criticism. Only American companies can use social media to influence their American votes. Yeah, the difference is like if an American company does it, you can haul them in front of Congress. You know, there's like a control there, but you can investigate their algorithm. You just have the algorithm is completely black box. You just can't. They have no oversight. I don't know how you could handle chat so many brain dead decks. I don't think they're brain dead. I think if you're someone who uses a lot of TikTok and you're upset that you're losing it, it's a fair criticism. I think it's fair for you to be mad. Again, I thought about this one a while, but I think it's a fair thing only because that is you know what I'm saying? That's a nuclear level power that another country would have over you. And I can understand America not wanting that to happen. You know what I'm saying? If literally half your country is getting their news from one place that has an algorithm that you can't have oversight over, I think it's like I think it's fair. That's what I'm saying. I think it's fair. I guess the rest of the world should start banning American media companies. Yeah, they could. I mean, China already does. China bans them all. All the arguments that we would make here they've already made to ban Facebook and Twitter, and I think every country should do what's best for their country. If they're feeling like Facebook is pushing shit on them that's making it worse, then ban Facebook. I don't give a shit about Mark Zuckerberg. I don't give a shit. All I'm saying is that, like, in America's defense, this is an incredible power for what is a country that they're clearly on a collision course with. They're having a geostrategic rivalry. And that country has incredible power over them. It's like, I think it just makes sense. If it was a Finnish app or something, this would be insane law. But it's like not that insane. If they cared about data, but it's not, again, we're not talking about data. Why do we keep saying data? Data is a straw man. Everyone keeps saying data is a straw man. Nobody cares about their data. Everyone's data is always stolen all the time. Everyone's like, I don't care about my data. Let TikTok stay. But it's not about data. Data's not the story. It's not nothing to do with data. Data this, data that. Why don't you go data girl? And that's the story really there. And that basically sums it up, huh? I'm married though, so I'm not going to go do that. But that is the sum up. Chat, without further ado, I have to leave you. I'm going to raid Wubby. It is 9:35. I said I would end by 9:30 to watch Gladiator 2 with my mom. With my mother-in-law and my wife. Wubby's over. All right, who's live? I'm gonna watch Gladiator 2. So let's raid Sea Dog. Yeah, we'll raid Sea Dog. Sea Dog VA. Give Sea Dog some love. You can even let him know that Wubby beat the game. He did the voice acting. Thanks for watching today. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be back. Doug wants a raid. You're not even live. You're not even live. No, I'm not raiding your dumb ass.
Oh.
Yeah, but I want one. Yeah. You're not even subbed, bro. What about like an 8-month Doug sub? Actually, am I? Let me check. If I'm not subbed, this is going to seem really bad. Let me check right now. Let me check. I actually don't know. I'm not subbed. All right, well, I just subbed right now. So it just feels weird that I... Why did I think I was an 8-month Doug? So that's a crazy thing to say if I'm not. I only saw the people who raid me. I'm not fucking raiding you. Wait, you promised one sub? All right, sub right now and I'll raid you. I don't give a shit about fucking Sea Dog anymore. I can get one sub out of this. One sub and I raid you right now. I need to see it. I need to see it. Let's go! Doug raid! Head on over to Doug's channel. Raid Doug. Wait, it's not showing up, is it? Everyone. Wait, I'm not even seeing the raid. Did it show up? Are you guys seeing it? Oh, it's a raid in progress. Okay, good. All right, go give. Wait, I can't launch it, though. But it's going to fiddle out. All right, bye! Bye! Okay. Wait, did it launch the other raid? Wait, did I just scam him? Get fucking scammed! Get owned, idiot! Get rocked! Wow, all the AI in the world, bro, can't fucking solve a human brain. Bro's got 19 AI assistants on his stream. Can't figure out how to fucking art of the deal human style. Thanks for the 20 bandos, baby. Enjoy Sea Dog stream. Goodbye. We'll raid Doug again.